I don't know you, but I didn't see your walk. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We go to school, we don't graduate too, but there is no job. First of all, I want to thank God Almighty. You know, selfishness and goodness. Now they create our economy. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I want to thank God Almighty. You are welcome to PFM Situation Room, where we discuss the situation of our state. Not only that, a lot of you have been hearing what is going on social media. There is a rising star, political rising star in Edo State. A lot of you are going to have opportunity of seeing him today. And he's going to be with us in the studio, PFM Situation Room, live with us in Dallas, Texas. However, I want you to go ahead and spread the word of freedom. Let's go ahead and share. Invite your friends. And I want you to go ahead and invite the Deputy Governor of Edo State. Invite His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State. We have APC member watching. We have a PDP member watching. This is independent broadcasting today. I want everyone to spread the word of freedom. Let's go ahead and do that. Invite His Excellency Governor Obaseki to watch. Invite our father, Comrade Adamali Oshomule, Pastor Saga Zeyamu, and the rest. Today is going to be thinking. Yeah, God bless you. God bless you. I want everyone, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and share this video. It's to 7 a.m. in the morning. MEGACOMRADE have not slept since yesterday. You know, we want the best for our state. That is why we all are here. Well, that being said, we are not going to waste time. While you all do the sharing, we are going to go ahead and start the show and go straight to the point. It is, you know, put the nail on the head of a snake. Well. Akataka. ERANOMIGHO special. I want to congratulate the good people of Edo State. There's a rising star in Edo State who happens to be a PDP member. And I guarantee you, this individual is going to go far in politics. I believe he might have watched MEGACOMRADE for so many years now. Without taking so much time, let me go ahead and introduce PDP State Mobilizing Coordinator. Is right here. Do you want to see him? If you want to see him, give me a thumbs up. Let's see. If you all want to see him, I'm not going to say his name. He's going to come out here and he's going to tell you his name. You're all going to be shocked. There's a video that will blow up that is going viral right now. First of all, I want to play that video. I want you all to listen. I want to play it. I just broadcast it like since yesterday. I've been on that video, so I want to go ahead and play. I want you to hear. This is how it all began. This is where the problem began. I want you all to listen.
Good evening, Shehu. Good evening, Nigerians. Shehu, I am happy with my governor. I don't have any problem with my governor.
Okay.
So the issue of not happy with my governor is not there. I remain absolutely loyal to my governor. But there are issues that we need to resolve over PDP.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. And when are the OMOBUMHE of Manuel UMORU? I'm the state coordinator of PDP.
Okay, you hear that, the state coordinator of PDP mobilizing, mobilizer or mobilizing, whatever you want to call it. This is how the problem began. When Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu going on the national media, everyone knows Shaibu is my fan, so I'm going to be very, very fair. I love him, but we have to speak the truth. When he went to national state media and you know, and say what he said, and that triggered a lot of anger in PDP. Let me tell you, I am a PDP independent member, like APC, but right now I am leaning towards APC full force. I was a PDP when they brought him Governor Obaseki. That is when I left PDP. That is when I left PDP. I know that it was a bad market. I knew it, but a lot of people did not believe me. Let me tell you, a lot of PDP members, they are angry. One thing that Governor Obaseki did not understand, that PDP do not take nonsense like APC. So without delaying this issue, we are going to bring in our brother right now. Then he will introduce himself. Then we start from there. This is situation room. You know, is where people can view their, say whatever they want without fear of favorable. You are welcome to PFF's situation room, my brother. How are you doing, my son? And I do song, incoming rising star.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, MEGACOMRADE, for having pleasure.
God bless you. On this. Yeah, God bless you. You can hear me loud and clear, right?
Clearly, sir. Clearly.
Okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Go ahead and introduce yourself, whatever you have in your mind, and speak to your people. So while we are doing the sharing, go ahead.
Thank you, MEGACOMRADE. My name is OMOBUMHE BOB-MANUEL UMORU. I am a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a citizen of Edo State, and I'm from EDEGBE in East Central Local Government of Edo State. Presently, I am the state coordinator of PDP mobilizers, and we, by the grace of God, we are active in all political activities of PDP and perhaps in a State political journey. I really want to appreciate the people of Edo State for keeping faith with us as a party, and of course for being so patient with the ineptitude of today's government. What I would like to know, I was part of those who brought in Governor Obaseki on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. And one thing I have promised my generation is not to put my interest first before anything, but the interest of the people. The reason we supported Governor Obaseki is because we believe or have the hope and aspiration that he was going to deliver the promises of his campaign, and which has necessitated my interview with you today. And he has given excuses as to why he's not performing or why he's underperforming, which to me is not acceptable because it's not even tenable in the first place. And what the people voted for was for someone who will solve the problem that is bedeviling our state, not for someone who will be docile or malign people or keep quiet or be inactive as it is today in Edo State. If we have 36 states in Nigeria plus Abuja 37, if we want to rate it accordingly, Edo State to be about one of the first 5 top states to live in Nigeria today, and to be on the top burner of being the 3rd or the 4th most deadly state to stay. And that is the reason we have said, okay, Your Excellency, the reason we voted for you was not to be at loggerhead with the party leaders or to be at loggerhead with struggling for structure, but to ensure that the pains of the people of Edo State are ameliorated, to ensure that Edo State is developed, Edo State is advanced, to meet up with modern challenges that is developing our world. That is the reason. So that's the reason for the video. Not that I have any personal grudge with anyone. No, I don't.
Okay, God bless you. Now we have cleared that. Once again, you are welcome to PFM Situation Room. I believe you might have known me, right?
Very well, sir. Very well.
Okay, so have you been watching MEGACOMRADE?
I want to, maybe I will use the word, I have been a disciple of MEGACOMRADE.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. Wow. So, where I am so proud of you as an anti-corruption, anti-fraud political activist, United States-based Nigerian mega activist. I am proud of you when we see youth who have learned. This is what I call for. When I hear some English you spoke, I say, that is my boy right there. I say, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're going to make it easy. I said, that is my boy. That is my boy. I said, that is it. This are ERANOMIGHO. You know, you can keep MEGACOMRADE, you cannot keep MEGACOMRADE message. Akataka. When I heard you said everything is a scam, I said, yeah, that's my boy right there. So, however, we are not here to give anybody problem. We are going to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Here is my miraculous rest Bible here, and you just get off from church. We'll be speaking since 3 a.m. here in America time. That was 9 o'clock in Nigeria time. So I want the whole world to understand it. He's not doing it for his own political gain. This man is passion. He see the pain his people are going through. This is a PDP official, PDP member, state executive. For him to come out and defend his party, I mean, he's not the leader of his party. This is what we expect the PDP spokesperson to be doing. But yet, such a young man, a vibrant man, intelligent, smart, fearless, authentic, name it. He had the audacity, the courage to come out and speak without fear of favorable. We should applaud him for that. Once again, we want to say thank you. With the doing diaspora, we are proud of you, and I guarantee you, God Almighty is going to catapult, you know, to the next level by the power of Almighty Allah. So it's going to happen, inshallah. You will see it. That being said, I have my followers here. They're going to share this video. I have not even shared because the matter, I get the way they do me for body. It's just they do me K. MEGACOMRADE. You know, say this video where we want to and I blow a video. Don't must move forward. Yo, move forward. Yo. Shaibu, not the man. Yo. I mean, love me so. So that is what we hear. If it not be Shaibu, we not go vote. If it not because we not go. All those things. This is the man behind the scene when they were doing everything they could. So we are just going to go straight to the point. I don't want to take. We can spend as long as we want, provided we got the thing done. Well, brothers and sisters, today's date is Sunday, September 19, 2021. This is MEGACOMRADE Officer CLEMENT EDEGBE from Dallas, Texas. And we have PDP officials from Edo State. Where are you? Where exactly are you right now? You are in Benin City, right?
Yeah, I'm in Lagos at the moment. Okay,
you are in Lagos. God bless you. From Nigeria, Jonah from Nigeria. There's Obaseki Shaibu Party Saga that move forward. Obaseki Shaibu Party Saga have moved forward. And we are going to talk about our Oga Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu as he enter one chance for PDP hand. You know, PDP state mobilizer coordinator mobilizing is here, Mr. Umaru is here to you know, in a situation room to tell us the bitter truth. And we are going to ask him the first question. First of all, my brother, what is the situation of security in Edo State?
Thank you so much. You and I are aware that security is the first and number one most important responsibility of any government, upon which every other thing is prested. The truth is this, without saying it in a way that I want to be political or otherwise, every true son and daughter of Edo State, especially those at home now, would know that the security situation in Edo State is very, very poor. Edo State is like a dead zone now, as far as security is concerned. There is no week that at least 10 persons are not kidnapped. There is no week that there is no outbreak of law and order. There is no week that our people, perhaps every night, will not be scared of closing their two eyes. And that is not what it's supposed to be. Edo State is known to be a very, very peaceful state. We are lovers of ourselves. And as to why this security situation has bedeviled every nook and cranny of our state is what has called for concern. I'll give you an example. If you want to travel from Benin to Auti, you pass through many communities. Whenever we fly that road, everybody hold their hearts in their hands and pray to God. We turn to prayer and fasting just to travel from Benin to Auti. I will not tell you anything that is not true. Many sons and daughters of Edo State that we look up to be pace setters, to join in developing every critical sector of our state, have lost their lives to kidnapping, banditry on that particular axis. It's not particular to that place alone. Same thing with Lagos-Benin Expressway. It's a dead zone. So to cut it short, there is no community in Edo State today, including the state capital, that is not facing security threats. Security in Edo State is dead.
Wow. You're telling us that security in Edo State is dead, and PDP are the ruling party in Edo State, and you are a PDP executive. What is it that really bad to the extent that I think by now you should have discussed that with your state executive and His Excellency, the governor and the deputy governor? Have you tried to let them know the situation of the insecurity in Edo State?
Yes, sir. They should be told. The governor is very, very much aware. There was a time I wrote to the governor personally. I personally wrote to the governor. And what really necessitated the concern of this, my own family member was kidnapped on the way from my village to Auti. It's just about 15 minutes drive. Herself, her friends, everyone were kidnapped. If anybody say we didn't spend money, the person is lying. We spent money to secure their release. In December, the head of service of Edo State was kidnapped. While on his way to attend a function with the governor, he was kidnapped. Not too far from here, one of our illustrious sons, our brother, a father, in person of Mr. Abuda, who resided in the United States, lost his life to kidnapping. This now called for concern. There is no particular day that we don't speak on security issue as long as we as a party and the people are concerned with the governor. I want to draw the attention of everyone to this, and I challenge them to ask Mr. Governor if BOB-MANUEL actually sent a message to him or not. I suggested something like this. I have been in Lagos for many years, and I know Lagos is if not the fastest growing economy, it is the fastest growing economy in Nigeria. Lagos has a security network in form of local vigilante, but it was advanced. They call it neighborhood watch. It was brought in by Governor Akinwumi Ambode. You know, he spent only just a term in office. The local government in Lagos all have 100 persons employed per local government, equipped with uniforms, with vehicles, with even bikes and bicycles. We are giving to these persons. Every street in Lagos neighborhood are combed by these guys. They are so effective. Something happened around my area just early this month. There was a robbery along my lane. Do you believe that those guys, within 24 hours, brought those guys to book? They caught them and handed them over to the police. So I suggested to the governor, Your Excellency, let us copy these things from Lagos state government. Governor Sanwo-Olu is your friend. You've met on Federal Executive Council. You've been in Lagos for a very long time. Both of you are known even before he became governor. Extend a hand of fellowship to him. If you are good in A and I am good in B, I will learn A from you. You take B from me. I don't say how what we call EDEGBE. Governor Sanwo-Olu openly told the federal government in a Federal Executive Council, and we all watched it, that they came to copy EDEGBE's policy and they advanced it in Lagos. And I've seen it. Lagos State educational system is the best as far as Nigeria is concerned. Nobody can doubt that. But they copied that same system from Edo State. So now that kidnappers are laying siege on our life and property, is it bad? Is it too difficult for just a move from Edo State or to Lagos or just on the phone? Your Excellency, can you give me the architectural design of neighborhood watch? You can call it a salapa, you can call it vigilante, you can give it any name you want. The most important thing is that the structure and the training, the structure needed for it be given out, and the training be given to this person. So I particularly have written to the governor, leaders of thought in the party have written to the governor, they've called him on the phone, they've advised him, but it seems everything we do falls on deaf ear and it's falling on the wrong table. That's what I can say on that aspect, sir.
Wow. Okay. That being said, let's move to the next chapter before we do the way we do it here. I'm going to ask you this question. Can you tell us what you know about those State House of Assembly, the reason why those State House of Assembly are not functioning? What is happening in Edo State? As a PDP member, and PDP is the ruling party in Edo State. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Umoru?
Well, the issue of Edo State House of Assembly is presently in court. So it will be subsidized for me to discuss it further. But let me drop some things here. The Edo State House of Assembly was an inherited problem from the APC. And as much as it is in court, the PDP could not do anything to change the situation, except the decision of the court is made known via a judgment. But prior to people raising opinions about why Edo State House of Assembly is 10 instead of 24, we all know the story, the development that led to it being 10 instead of 24. For me, at best, I will say it the way I have known it to be, and I've said it over again to Mr. Governor. What we have now is not a State House of Assembly, but a collection of puppets. It's a collection
go ahead. Let me just go ahead and share it to the governor by myself. Go ahead and talk. Let me send this video to him. Go ahead.
What we have now at best is a collection of puppets. A State House of Assembly that watched the governor for 1 year without having a cabinet in place. You call that a State House of Assembly? A State House of Assembly that cannot question the spending of a Edo State without recourse to the House of Assembly for approval. Would we call that a State House of Assembly? A State House of Assembly where the members are sent on an errand, although they are errand boy or they are SSA to the governor. Is that a State House of Assembly? A State House of Assembly where it was alleged that the governor even sent the Speaker of the State House of Assembly to go and buy petroleum for the running of the state government. Is that a State House of Assembly? You see, the problem in the State House of Assembly, leaders of note, including myself, have given opinion to the governor. The areas which have been, the constituencies that are not represented, there is what we call Legislative Advisory Council. Set up a Legislative Advisory Council for these areas that are disadvantaged to be represented. And these people will advise the governor well on how to interface with the people as far as the constituencies are concerned. For me, the issue of Edo State House of Assembly is subsidized. I would not want to speak much about it, but it's not a house that is functional, if you ask me.
Okay, fair enough. We know that there's a video that surfaced about a day ago or 2 days ago. I refused to put it on air because for the past 4 years, 5 years now, I have complained about the the situation of our students about education in Edo State. Today, America gave me whatever I have today. They gave me the voice, they gave me the power, they gave me the little education I have. I came here with nothing. And I thank the good people of the United States who have given me the opportunity. About education setup, what can we do to attract the state governor to do the right thing for our young students in Edo State? What can you say about the education?
Well, the faulty situation or the faulty ground or foundation of the Edo State educational sector, I want to lay the blame on the governor. The governor is said to be a technocrat, as he claims. And monies have been amassed for the development of this sector, which brought about the Edo-based policy. As we speak, all the secondary schools in Edo State, all of them, I mean, are sort of teaching and non-teaching staff. We have written to the governor on this aspect of every situation, if problems challenging the state, there is none we did not communicate with the governor on. I'll give you an example. Edo Best, it was alleged that 40 billion have been purported to be spent on Edo Best. I have traveled to many of, I have traveled to many of the secondary and primary schools in Edo State. It doesn't look as what $1 million was even spent on the sector, let alone being spent on the school.
Wow.
We are short of teaching and non-teaching staff. We are short of equipment in our school. Buildings are dilapidating. The position the schools are, they're what the previous government left it at, which is the Otumba government and the Osomole government. It is the stage at which they left the educational sector. That is where it is as we speak. But month in, month out, money is being rolled out. Part of the sector again, the state-owned university and polytechnics, many of them are on strike. Polytechnics are on strike. The lecturers in the state university, particularly at BRUTALITY University, there was a time they called for prayers. They did prayer and fasting, begging God to tell the state government to pay their salaries, their allowances, and every other burden on them. We wrote to the governor, telling the governor, declare a state of emergency on our educational sector. I complained to the governor particularly that Edo Best is Edo Town. The money released for the advancement of the educational sector is in the hands of a few. And the governor cannot act, is weak because these persons who have been asked to man this place are his money. So my advice to the governor now is, if the governor wants to be sincere, he should understand the promises. He should remember his planning that he made to the people, making Edo great again, which was the mega agenda. You cannot achieve the mega agenda if you don't declare a state of emergency on the education. Let there be a full investigation. If the governor's hand is clean, if he didn't send this person to run our educational sector, he should create a panel, set up a panel of inquiry, and ask this person to be brought to stand before the committee and let them probe them. These are the issues. So for Edo State educational system to advance, the governor himself must be sincere to the people. I see him being insincere. The governor is not sincere. Is it the quality education that he got that advanced him to become governor? Is it the kind of environment that was created for him that gave him the opportunity to learn, which makes him a learned person today? The University of Ibadan that he attended, if University of Ibadan was treated the way they are treating Edo State today, would he be a graduate? Most times our schools are locked down. Teachers go on strike, lecturers go on strike. Recently, AAU was on strike for over 4 months. And that is my alma mater. I kept on sending governor personal messages, kept on calling the governor, he will not pick his calls, among others. So, for educational system in Edo State to be back on track, the governor himself must first be sincere with himself. He must know if truly he wants to serve the people or serve himself, serve the deputy governor and his colleagues. Because the people surrounding the governor, they are intellectually deficient. And because of that, they cannot advise him. None of them can bring good workable policy to the table. Edo Best policy was not introduced by somebody close to him. It was someone from the United States of America, one of our sisters based there, and she came home to man that place, and they corrupted it under her. She could not talk because he's not a regular politician. So the sincerity is simple. The governor should be the one to lead. The governor should come out with a soft cane, and hold everyone under that ministry accountable. From the former commissioner of education, who is now the deputy chief of staff, it should be probed. It should be called to ask questions. Go and check the level of the people the governor has been introducing from his first tenure. Intellectually deficient people who cannot gain employment in the public sector. People who can, in private sector, they cannot. Open it and say, oh, the federal government wants to even employ people into the civil service. Most of them will not stand interview and pass. These are the people the governor has given the opportunity to run a state as sophisticated as Edo State. Whereas, that is not the governor, I could suggest a sound notable person that will help him drive the legal agenda. And Edo State will beat Lagos in 2 years. But wow. What do we have? The government has to start the stonings and not to start the people.
Okay. Let me do a follow-up here. You said Edo Best is Edo scam. Can you explain in detail to Edo people in diaspora, home and abroad, what you meant by Edo Best is now Edo scam? I want the viewer to understand. He's a PDP mobilizing coordinator, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's a PDP state executive member, and he supported Governor Godwin Obaseki. They gave him a platform to contest as a governor. They gave him a ticket. And PDP is not like APC. I want to make that clear in Edo State. PDP, correct. The youth, they speak. They don't just take money and go in and relax. So I want you to explain to Edo people home and abroad the reason why you call Governor Godwin Obaseki and Philip Shaibu administration Edo Best, Edo fraud, Edo scam.
Thank you, sir. Going by the structure of Edo Best, the governor and his team, year in, year out, since the creation of that particular unit, have been celebrating its success. They made Edo people to know that devices, advanced devices, were bought and shared to teachers and pupils or perhaps students of various schools for e-learning. Now, the program was structured that school outside the school, meaning that when the children or children perhaps are on summer, they can learn from home on various devices. They have a channel, they tune in, maybe it's going to be WhatsApp, it's going to be Google Class, it's going to be anything. They will come in, the teachers will deliver lecture, give them assignments, engage them outside the home. For Alaska, the particular program came to kill our structure that we already have on ground. For example, many of the teachers that we have cannot today, as we speak, cannot come up with a good working plan. They don't know how to write lesson notes again, which is one of the features of the educational sector. They said they have shared devices to many of the children. Lo and behold, I've gone to my communities, the communities in the 192 wards of Edo State during the campaign. I did not just travel there. We went with a team, the PDP mobilizers, Atiba Grassroots Initiative, PDP Youth, all the body. We were actively involved, including the media. Need I to say this again? I was a member of the campaign council. I served under the sub committee on publicity. No side actually got these devices. They selected some and gave to some. Now, the teachers, rather than use these devices during the holiday or perhaps when the children are at home, to engage the children so that they can be tailored to a very better system of learning. The teachers, because they were not trained to use it, but they lied to us that these teachers were trained. XYZ amount was spent on training them, which was not true. They keep month in, month out, they keep budgeting money to be spent on this. Meanwhile, there are certain persons who were just sitting somewhere sharing this money within themselves. This is not the making of PDP. PDP is not involved. PDP was not there when Edo Best was set up. No PDP member is part of the structure as we speak of Edo Best. Nobody was okay because we set it up, you XYZ come and join the team. No, we don't have it like that. It is still the same person the governor set up that are there. Sir,
So,
if you spend just 5 billion on educational sector, I tell you the truth, sincerely, you spend 5 billion. It's not small money, it's a whole lot of money. Educational sector, if it will not be best in Nigeria, it will be about the second. Talk more of alleged to have spent 40 billion naira. Do you spend 40 billion on education and there are no teachers in my community? There are no teachers in Iyuwa. There are no teachers in Okpela. There are no teachers in Oredo. There are no teachers in Orionwo. There are no teachers in Iwuode. There are no teachers in Akoko Edo. There are no teachers in the 201. There are no teachers in Esako West, Esako Central. There are no teachers in Eastern Land. All the 18 local governments. I challenge the governor. I challenge the deputy governor. I challenge the SSG. I challenge the chief of staff to come out and tell Edo people and the world entirely that every school in Edo State, not just every 10% of the school, are well equipped with teachers and materials for learning. I challenge them. I challenge them. So it's best called Edo Scam because the money earmarked for this project, for this particular scheme, we don't know where it's going to. We don't know who is spending it. We don't. We don't. I have the opportunity to go to school. My parents paid my bills. They did everything. They sent me to school. Same thing with a lot of persons. Because they felt these facilities were okay. They felt these facilities were the best. We had the opportunity to read and write and to learn, which many of us are depending on for a source of living today. What happened to that child that is in the community, in the rural area, that you said you have a mark 40 billion plus for to advance their life? And many of them have not even seen one device on their face or with their eyes. Many of them do not have teachers in their classes. I went to a particular community with over 500 students, less than 5 teachers. I spoke to this teacher and I was almost weeping. The teacher told me, he said, Edo best is Edo scam. He said, you are right, it is Edo scam. I can avail you with the numbers of most of these teachers. You speak to them and ask them. But because of the sake of their job, many of them would have wanted to come to this line and comment. But you know, we have a government that is so malicious and filled with vendetta. They will hunt these persons down and get rid of them out of the civil service sector. And that is why they are saying. So I challenge them to tell us where they are spending the money on the do best. Governor Sanwo-Olu did not spend up to 40 billion. And Lagos is advancing today academically. Go to Lagos State has some rural communities that are developing. Go there, you see the students using devices. Courtesy of the Lagos State government. Hardly is there a school today that doesn't have summer classes online. Edo is not like that. So it is Edo scam. I want to put the governor and his cohort on notice. Time waits for no man. The time is right to do what is right. You are going to account for that money. They will account for it. We are calling for accountability. So this is not about we are reporting one another or anything. Because people will want to malign PDP. And I don't want anybody to malign PDP. PDP is structured to demand for credible leadership. PDP has stopped the governor from being distracted. We have done our best to ensure that the governor is not distracted. Unfortunately, his deputy governor, the chief of staff, the SSG, and some of their friends, which time permission, I will mention their names. These have been the engine house. They have been the life wire, misinforming the governor, misdirecting the governor, encouraging him to take steps that are unwholesome, that are detrimental to the issues we are discussing, sir.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let me do a follow-up on this about 40 billion. You say not million, 40 billion with the bill.
Yes.
Have been spent in Edo best. In Edo best. And you are saying today, we all saw it. What we are seeing in Edo State today, 40 billion is gone. And there's no chair for kids, no teacher, nothing, no roof. 40 billion. Governor Obaseki, you telling us that Governor Obaseki has spent 40 billion in Edo best now turned out to be a disaster. Edo fraud, Edo scam, like you call it. Is that what you are saying? All right.
Yes, sir.
Edo people, you are hearing. You know what? I am being fair here because I have said all this 4 or 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that Governor Obaseki is not coming to do, it's not coming for the interest of Edo people. So This is how they operate. We know them in America. Yeah, we know them. We know what they call financial firm economists. We know how they behave. So there's what the FBI call cook the book. They cook the book. Ponzi scheme. What they do, they cook the book. You can see the figure. You can see it on digital. But in reality, the more you look, the less you see. This is an APC vibrant uprising star. I mean PDP. I'm calling. Maybe you should come to APC. Maybe you should come to APC.
For $1 billion, I won't come to APC.
Okay. All right. So you heard him. You heard him. He said even for $1 million, he will not come.
No.
He has right
for
now.
$1 billion, I won't come to APC.
$1 billion. He's not saying this. He's not saying this for APC to love him. He's not saying this for PDP to hate him. But he's saying it because he have the best interest, Edo State interest. He want the innocent children, the less privileged, to be able to have a little bit of education. Unfortunately, Edo Best, you all heard him, is a disaster. It's completely crippled. It's fraud, scam. Okay, let's move forward. 40 billion is gone. All right. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to follow up on the question that you said, Edo Best, because we have heard a lot of stories that Governor Obaseki, like I said, after the election is over, but we are facing the reality. Governor Obaseki is always fond of, he has a habit of, when you bring a project, a proposal for him, like, for example, now, if I have a proposal of developing a certain thing, he will ask you to bring it. When you give it to him, they will just, play you what they call a plan where they will tell you to deposit it. They will call you. He will run away with the plan. And you just make mention of Edo Best that was introduced by a lady from United States. That Governor Obaseki is not the origin of Edo Best. Somebody brought the plan and he took it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the lady that brought the plan is the one managing it now. She's in charge.
Okay. The lady that brought the plan is the one managing it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and she run it to the ground, right?
I really don't want to say she did. Perhaps, there are people in government, they put you on a seat and then they set some boxes under you.
Okay. She's not allowed to do the. Okay, yes. I got your point. She just they put her there just for camouflage. They did not allow her to do her job.
Just like the Speaker of Edo State being a camouflage, the same way she is a camouflage. She was not sit there.
You saying the Speaker is a camouflage? Do you know what you are saying?
What Speaker will open his eyes and fold his hands and what a governor go incompetent and what a governor for over close to a year not been able to set up cabinet. Today is 19. Today is 19. The governor could not set up cabinet for over 10 months, and they tell me there is a speaker in that place. They tell me there are members of House of Assembly in that place. What the governor is looking for, the governor is on a white good stage. And the earlier he knows that he cannot achieve what he's looking for, the better it is for him to face the work of governance. It's not just on Edo Best alone. On security, every month we have 750 million and mark for security votes. Help me ask Mr. Governor where the 750 million is. If you spend 750 million on facilities and on the human resource, you will have the state protected for over 2 years. There will be no single crime. Aside the two fighting, you broke my head, you slapped me, and all the rest of it. For major crimes, 750 million is enough to wipe off crime in those states. Not on top of this money being spent monthly, month in, month out. The Nigerian police he didn't do anything with the Nigerian police. He didn't purchase vehicles for them. While the Imo State governor was busy buying new vehicles, the governor went to buy and use the Sienna buses for security. So you are not telling me that an armed robber is running with 570 Lexus or is running with a Range Rover 2018, yeah, and you are expecting a Sienna to take such a vehicle?
You Tokumbo Sienna. Wow. That is the breaking news there. Okay, Tokumbo Sienna. Okay. I want you to know that I forwarded everything to the governor. The chief of staff himself is watching, and the the deputy governor, I forwarded to him. I forwarded to the governor. I believe they are watching you right now. You can see it. I forwarded everything to them. Now, wow. Whew. Okay. Let's go to the next. Wow, Edo Best is a disaster. House of Assembly, the speaker, you call him a camouflage. Education have been run to the ground. Obaseki was supposed to be, he was someone that educated. He's a smart man. He said he studied in Ibadan, and I won't, that of United States, I don't count that one because myself, I've conducted a lot of investigation. We'll leave that one aside. He studied in Ibadan. How can an educated man just allow Edo people to, to suffer? That aside, let's go to social welfare. What can you tell us? Give us what is the situation of social welfare in Edo State?
Someone that could not tackle security, that could not bring about a very functional educational system. Someone who has turned all out of assembly members to puppets. You want that kind of person to have a good social program? It's not possible. You made a statement. I think there is an error in the statement you made earlier. So I want to correct you. You said the governor is smart. No, the governor is not smart. It's not smart. Every Nigerian citizen is blessed with intelligence and brilliance. Smartness is overdosed. It's the highest of it all. The governor is not. You tell me the governor is smart and he has intellectual deficient people around him, people who are subservient upstairs, people who are following every sense of responsibility. They are the people surrounding the governor. The governor is smart, and yet contractors have left. The contractors have left our side. They've left contractors side. Go to a
Now situation with them. Now situation with them. Take that busy. Okay, let me go.
Tell you let me give you an example of people who are smart. When you want to talk about people who are smart, go and tell Wike, go and tell Sintiri, go and tell the Lagos State governor. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, when Sanwo-Olu came in, I didn't believe that guy was going to perform. These men have called for you. They are performing. That is what we call smartness. So when we say somebody is smart, you have over 4 million people at your disposal to work with you and advance the state. You know PDP has the best of the best. I can give him 18 persons that are smarter, more intelligent, and more brilliant than him. All you need to do is sit down, give them jobs, and you will see those states flying. If he is smart, he will be able to harness the human resources and material resources available at his disposal. So a smart man does not leave the business of governance and start struggling for party structure. No, that is not a smart man. He's at best an educated man or a good man, so to say. That is what at best is. Please remove smartness from it.
Okay, I apologize. I took that back. I will say Governor Obaseki is like, I don't use the word I used to use. Is positively smart. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use criminally smart. I didn't say that too. So we are in a situation we are free to say whatever we want here, but provided we do not go left. What we are hearing now in Edo State, when you say something, they will revoke your CFO. What you are saying today, are you sure your CFO will not be revoked in Edo State?
By the special grace of God, the governor, the governor cannot revoke.
Somebody just said it. Just listen, someone just wrote it. He said your building is gone. They are going to demolish your building. Look at it. Billy people, Edo people. Go ahead.
The truth is, when a man has, I'm into real estate. Real estate. By the special grace of God, I am an authority as far as real estate is concerned in Lagos. I have very reliable consultants, and I have been responsible in acquiring properties for a lot of persons, and that integrity is there. When a man has C of O, it takes C of O lives and lasts for 99 years. The only land document that is above C of O is Supreme Court judgment. Is the only order, is the only document above C of O. Now, I am a citizen of Edo State. I have C of O, and you come to demolish my building. The same C of O that was released and signed by the state government. If you are not wicked, malicious, and demonic, and you're on a personal vendetta, why do you want to destroy my building? Why bring down my building because I am not in your party or because we share different ideas? I want to say it. I can give the governor I don't have a house yet in Edo State, but I have
it's okay. Don't go there for, we know this governor is not a forgiving governor. We know him. That is why I'm trying. There are questions I would have asked you, but I don't want to. Let me go to the next one. The social welfare is completely jabrata. Let's in our own language. If the social welfare is coming, the governor alleged and claimed he has traveled to US, he has traveled to Canada. If the social welfare is working, I don't have more than enough to take care of people above 70. How many of them? Our children are still on the street. We see people who are on the street walking and begging for money for treatment. If the social welfare is working, that is what social welfare is supposed to do. There are communities without water. There are communities without access to internet. That's supposed to be the function of social welfare, not just function of certain ministries alone. Maybe a ministry of land and survey, ministry of works, ministry of health. No, the social welfare is about the immediate thing to do to ameliorate the pain from the people, that this aspect will be covered. There are people who are not working. For example, we have unemployed youth. What is the social welfare doing to ameliorate their pain so that these youth are checked, they don't go into robbery, they don't take courtesy as a means of livelihood. The social welfare system is completely dead. Completely dead. And the fans all over the globe, they are here, they know how Obaseki operates. They keep writing, your building is going down. Your building is going down in Edo State. They know the autocratic governor we have in Edo State. One man show, he run the show, he's everything. Okay, that is all I said by excellency. When I visited Nigeria, you did not allow me to even enter Edo State. So I know your pain. I feel your pain already. I know how you operate. Okay, let's go to the next. Move forward, right? Move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move forward. Am I permitted to ask for infrastructure development?
Please go ahead, bro.
Okay. What are the situation? We are in situation room. That is the question we always ask. What are the situation of infrastructure in Edo State? As a PDP executive, go ahead.
Okay. First, I want to forgive him for the first 4 years because he was not with us. He came exactly June 19, 2020. So this time is about a year and months. From that particular date till now, the infrastructural development pace in Edo State, I will not say it is near zero, but below zero. Below zero. I challenge the governor. His SSG, you said the chief of staff is on this.
He's watching right now. They are all watching. They are all watching.
The chief of staff to tell me the remarkable result that the governor has achieved across not 18 local governments, just 3 local governments in the past 1 year. The infrastructure development in Edo State in the past 1 year is below zero. No roads were reconstructed, no roads were completed, all the contracts that were approved, contractors are out of sight. The governor particularly withdrew them from the site, refusing to pay money for contracts, among others. The schools are where they are. Hospitals are 0 points. The hospital in Ring Road is not functioning. Stella Obasanjo's hospital needs advancement, it's not functioning. Most of the maternities in the local government are not functioning. I expected a governor who said is smart, perhaps is smart, is a technocrat, to have at least 18 functional hospitals, modern ones, across the local, the 18 local government. I expect him to don't know somebody we have red roof. What is he introducing? Where is his housing scheme? So there are a lot of things. Infrastructure development that does not rely on roads. If the responsibility and function of a government is just to tie roads and roads alone, that government is a blind government. It's not a functional one. Governance does not entail tying of roads. It does not entail building of bridges. It's beyond that. Infrastructure is the length of infrastructure cannot be stretched. And you are having, he keeps having these challenges because the right men are not on board with him. They are not put in place. you expect results when people who are blind upstairs are around you? No. So as for infrastructure, it is zero. Go to my community, Esako Central. Communities in Esako Central, zero. During his administration, most of the communities in my local government were flooded. And people lost their homes. So what is the work of the governor? You want me to talk about the 18 local government, what the people are facing? Benin that he is residing at his office. What remarkable thing can the governor point to? That this is the first beautification I have given to Benin since he came in on just the second tenor. What contract is going on now? Go and ask the people of Benin. They pray every day for rain not to fall. But lo and behold, it's not possible. There are certain prayers that will not be answered. It's rainy season, so it will keep falling and falling. Our people have been taken off by rain. Properties are destroyed by flood. And all he's doing is make complaints. If you check, failures, governmental failures always have a reason why they are failing. Go and check Buhari. Buhari made all his complaints on Jonathan. Obaseki has been telling the same Buhari line. Maybe they infused part of the Governor President Buhari blood on him. He is now laying the reason for him failing on Comrade Adams Osomole. Yes, Osomole complained about FY governor, but he won. We all saw it. The only thing we had against him was his high-heartedness. Yes, trying to glorify himself as God. But for every other thing, sincerely, not because he's from Esako. No, I'm a PDP man. I have had time to quarrel with Comrade Adams Osomole. I've taken to social media to malign and insult him. His policies, particularly, not himself, his policies. And I've taken to media to also appreciate him when there are certain feats that is expected of him and they are delivered. The governor should get back to table, sit down and think. You told Edo people, Edo must move forward. And you said, making Edo great again. That document should not be under the carpet of his seat in the office. That document should translate to visible projects. Visible projects. I have written for him. There are experts. There are Edo sons and daughters who are excelling in Lagos State. I know someone whom Lagos State government, Ogun State government, including the federal government, have hired to train staff. When I say train staff, I'm not talking of level 13, level 14. No, I'm talking of permanent secretaries and above. So imagine government giving credence to this kind of people, and they are sons of Edo, they are daughters of Edo. You cannot bring them on board to join you and create the state that we all want to see. Professor Nili Osundare said, power is like the bird of a tree, the bird in the forest that pitches itself on a tree today and tomorrow nests on another. The government should have a rethink that just yesterday my tenure expired. Now I'm on another tenure. What would I be remembered for? The things I sincerely can remember the governor for now are more of negative than positive. So infrastructural development, which the people are supposed to enjoy and know that there is a functional government in the state, these things are completely dead. And it's not far-fetched. It's not because the governor does not know what to do. It's because he does not know how to translate what he ought to do to reality. And the reason for that is because the people surrounding him have nothing to offer, including his deputy governor. No single policy can come from Obaseki Shaibu. No single useful advice can come from Obaseki Shaibu. The only thing that can come out from him is just, this directing song that you can use to incite violence. Those are the things that can come out from him. Nothing more.
Jare. Is that what you say?
Yes. If you check the primitive age, the villages we are having, there are certain songs when they want to go for conquest war. They begin to sing and the soldiers begin to have morale to shed blood. Those are the kind of things that come up. If you want to prove me wrong, I challenge you, go back. I traveled with the governor around 192 wards. Chief Dan O.C. Obi was the campaign council chairman. I traveled with every one of them. There is no leader in PDP or a doctor, including APC, who are not in PDP, that did not take cognizance of my presence in the 192 wards. The only thing the deputy governor has to say there is Bolanle Pepe Demo. What has Bolanle Pepe has to do with infrastructural development, security of life and property, educational sector, revamping the agricultural sector for production of people. What does Bola President have to do with? Yes, what does Bola President have to do with our hospitals? Building modern hospitals, bringing in qualified doctors and nurses to man these hospitals. What does Bola President have to do with beautifying the state? What does it have to do with social contract? What does it have to do with social welfare? What does it have to do with solving critical problems? But again, like I said in the video you watched, I said I challenge them, go and check the people surrounding the deputy governor. Tell him to bring his best men, 10 best men surrounding him. They are intellectually dead. Nothing to offer.
Intellectually dead. Hold on, sir. Intellectually dead.
Nothing can come out from their head. Nothing. The only thing that can come out of their head is corruption. How to malign, how to create crisis within a political party and within the state. And how to advise the governor to go on personal vendetta. These are the only things that can come out of them. Now the governor wants to tell the people, give them reason that the reason is not performing is because of PDP. I am in touch with many of the leaders in PDP. We have discussed at length. I know the happenings in PDP. I know the happenings. No leader in PDP is pressuring the governor for appointments, for money, or for anything. I challenge the governor to produce the name of any of the progressive leaders in PDP that is putting him under pressure. There is none. There is none. Yes, I agree there are political matters. The political matters brought him in. And from the beginning, I was not cool. I was not okay with his aspiration under my party. The truth be said. But I accepted to work with him because in the end, the ticket is not Obaseki. The ticket is PDP. It is our ticket. We fought for it. And so I have the right to call him to order when it's not working. So on infrastructure, if anybody tell you the best of the best is happening in those days, kindly tell the person to take me to court and prove me wrong or prove me right. It's not Uhuru as far as infrastructure is concerned. Instead, you should go to bed with your eyes open and tears running down on the pace of infrastructural decadence in those days.
Okay, if you have some water there, can you drink some water? You know, I am really, if you have some water, go get the water and drink some water. I'm a professional in this. Okay, all right. You know, you are a good son, and believe me, I love you. Yeah, God bless you, and I'm proud of you. Let me tell you, as you see, the whole world is globally. You are on global network. The whole world is watching you. You have a lot of fans here. I can see all positive comment right here. We have about 800 people watching early morning here in US. People are sleeping right now. Thousands of thousands are going to see this video. And Governor Obaseki is watching. His chief of staff is watching. They are all watching. Okay. You said that it's a blind government. You remember you call it a blind and a dead government. Yes. And you are a PDP. Yes. If you are telling us that the PDP-led administration is blind and they are intellectually dead, you know what I'm saying? That their brain is completely, it's not even malfunction. Their brain is already dead. It's not in coma no more. How do you expect us to feel? What is our hope as a PDP man? You are telling us this. How are we going to survive?
Thank you, sir. Let me clear it. Let me make it clear, and let me clear it the way everyone will understand. Let me say it as it should be. The issue on ground, you know, the governor pressured the party to concede the structure of the state to him, and I don't know what he wants to do with the structure of the state. Maybe it's the structure of the state he will use in securing the lives and property of our people. Maybe it is the structure of the state he will use in revamping the educational sector. I don't know if it is the structure of the state that will bring about pipe-borne water, good roads. I don't really know. Now, the reason the party cannot be held responsible for his activity is this. If you check clearly, the governor, the deputy governor, came from APC. And when they came, he made a promise to the party that he was going into power sharing with us. And you know, immediately he got to PDP, he then began to realize immediately. So if you now said it's Ponzi smart, I will not want to agree with you. He then begins to realize immediately that PDP is not like the faulty foundation I'm coming from. Here is West Stockton, which he openly said to our leader. He said, now I know I'm in a political party. Where I came from is not a party. He said it himself. Now, knowing that he would not have those such as to just take irrational decisions without being guided, the governor opted to immediately appoint his SSG, appoint his chief of staff, and then he said it's set for the work of governance. The reason he made that was when he made an attempt that they should concede certain positions to him. For example, like the state party chairman position, he wanted it, and he met stiff resistance. On that, he knew directly that this party is not like APC. So instead of that, he appointed his own people. Like I said, I've given them sort of names to at least tell you the quality of people surrounding him. So these are the people working with him. Now tell me, we have 4 functional persons or 5. The governor, the deputy governor, the speaker, the SSG, the chief of staff. Who among them is a PDP legacy member? None.
Wow.
I got a very, very clear opportunity of having access to view the list that the governor proposed then to announce in May. And maybe that was part of the reason he failed in announcing it, because he has promised the people more than 4 times. When I saw the list, the names that were there were the same set of persons that failed with him in his first tenure. It was the same set of people that were there. And I raised alarm that this governor is bringing in people who are not qualified. And then he paused. So that particular name, only 3 names were of PDP extraction, which I will not want to mention here. The reason for that is that so he could have a grip to continue his activities. If PDP is to be held responsible, it will not be that I don't believe in my party by speaking up, by not speaking up. Now that I've spoken up, it's just to tell those people that PDP should not be held responsible for the failure of the Obaseki-led government. We are trying to undo what APC has done to him. We are trying to change his thinking. We are trying to bring his thinking to that of being a progressive, that our party is, of being a Democrat, rather than being selfish in government or in governance, rather than being an emperor to the state. We are trying to school him. We are trying to unwind what APC has done to him and to his people. So the people already
we are going to come to that. We are going to come to that PDP. I will call you PDP so that people will understand that you are not an APC man. I see some people, this is PDP. Okay, let's go to the next one. Then we are coming to your party. I will have enough time for you. Infrastructure is 0. You gave him 0. You said a Edo House of Assembly, is the speaker is just a camouflage. It's gone. Education, dead. Yeah, Edo best, dead. Social welfare, Jabrata. Infrastructure, you don't go Naruga, that one. Okay, what about the youth and job creation Governor Obaseki promise?
You've already seen for yourself now. If you go, let's not go far. Go to Benin. I am happy that you have a large followership in Benin, and I don't need to be told. I'm aware. Just open your line. Tell 20 persons to call you. Of the 20 persons that call you, I will tell you that 19.5, if possible, we can put 0.5 are unemployed. So the governor promised 200,000 employment right from the APC. Up to now, nothing is happening. Nothing of such is happening. So as far as youth development and job creation is concerned, the governor is sleeping.
Okay, the governor is sleeping. All right. You understand? I know you are doing your party a favor. I'm an independent man. You know that. I'm an APC, independent, PDP independent, all party independent. But because of Governor Obaseki, I've said this several times, I decided to run a little bit further from PDP. How can we not believe that you are not trying to protect your party, knowing fully well that Governor Obaseki have failed? Can you argue with us that Governor Obaseki is not worse when it's with PDP than APC? Can you argue that? Because we, the people, we believe is more worse than today when it was in APC. Go ahead.
Thank you. I am not trying to speak in favor of my party. When my party takes decisions that are irrational, I could give you links to see, to see things for yourself. I've criticized the party at the national, especially Prince Uche Secondus. I was part of those who criticized him and ensure that he bows out of office, either sincerely or disgracefully. Yes, Prince Uche Secondus made the PDP look like a weakling. And so we have to tell him, no, we know what APC did to ensure that PDP was functioning as a ruling party. They put us on our toes. We also know what our own leader, Chief Dan Obi did to Osomole, which prepared Osomole to achieve results, whether he likes it or not. The 60% or 70% of Osomole's government success would be a crown that needs to be placed on Chief Dan Obi. If Chief Dan Obi did not put Osomole on his toes, Osomole wouldn't have achieved results. Most of the infrastructure.
Yeah, let me come in there. Talking of Comrade Adamali Osomole, we have criticized Obaseki, PDP Governor Obaseki, and for 5 years now, I have constantly been on his administration, but he didn't change. Does that not tell you that former Governor Comrade Adamali Osomole have the good people of Edo in his heart? And you made mention of Stella Obasanjo Hospital. Under what administration was that hospital built? I know it was federal, but how was Stella under what administration? Is it PDP or APC?
PDP, Chief Lucky Benedion.
Okay, let's give credit to that one. Okay, all the infrastructure roads that are existing in Edo that is damaged now, under what administration? Is it Osomole or Obaseki?
Most of them started from the second tenure of Comrade Osomole. You know, the second tenure of Comrade Osomole, he was relaxed. And then, you know,
God bless you. We don't want to see your honesty. You're being honest. Okay, let's move to the next one. We have a lot we are going to ask you because Edo people are watching. I tell you today, you're going to go far. I'm telling you. I believe one day you don't start. You remember how you started. You started with PFN. So not tomorrow. Then you are now in China. Your grammar will be more bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to remember MEGACOMRADE. That is for one. Area. Mona remember to this day too. Do we have a D?
When I was with Susan, I told her I will always remember with folks. She interviewed and answered.
Those are private. Those are private. Okay. Okay, I got you. Let's move on. The youth job creation is gone. Since Obaseki came to PDP, what has PDP benefited since Obaseki came into power? Can you be honest with us?
Yes, on the positive, nothing. On the negative, yes, on the negative, internal conflicts and rancor sponsored by the governor of Edo State because he wants to at all costs abandon governors and handle party structure. And I don't know what a sitting governor wants to do with party structure. And I thought he was going to learn from Ben Ayade. Ben Ayade tried it, and today it's in APC. It's in APC. It's on his way to his political purgatory. And the governor is on a journey of on a political journey of no return if he doesn't respect himself. His political career might as well be dead in 2024 once he steps down as the governor. His relationship with the party has been poor. You said you want the structure of the party. Yet you could not ask a deputy governor to sit down and ask PDP to produce a deputy governor. You did not ask the SSG to sit down and then you ask PDP to produce SSG or produce chief of staff. You have the right to request when you have given. You have given nothing to PDP. PDP saved you from eternal shame. I remember the governor was in Port Harcourt. He knelt down. He was crying like a baby. Himself and the deputy governor. Before Governor Wike, before Governor Tambua, before Governor Pintiri, before the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, before the governor of Rivers State, the governor of Cross River State, the governor of Bayelsa, and major stakeholders. He was kneeling down crying. He has called President Obasanjo with tears, begging them to pray the leadership of PDP to give him this ticket. Now, when the PDP rescued him and gave him the ticket, he said something on the 25th of June that I will not forget. And I think if the governor is watching, tonight he shouldn't sleep. He should ponder on everything that happened in 2020. The governor said on the 25th of June, and I quote, he said, "We will not forget those who gave us shelter when the progressive forces pushed us into the rain." Today, the people who gave you shelter, you are sponsoring your men, you are sponsoring our own brothers to ensure that crisis is king in PDP. It is unfair. It is unfair. See, people have said, what do PDP want to gain? Why is PDP doing this? The PDP contest election to just go down and ask Obaseki alone to take over government. No. The reason we are in government is simple. We want our voice to be heard, and we want our intellectual property to be transformed to visible projects. Everybody wants to show that this is what they contain. I am not speaking, I have not been writing to the governor or calling him or sending him messages because I want him to appoint me. No. There are people more qualified than myself who can man this place. There are people more smart than myself. Bring these people on board. What do you want to do with party structure? For God's sake, as a governor, let's assume Obaseki wants to go for president in 2023. Does he need the state structure to win the primaries of the PDP, or does he need the state structure to win the presidential election? Okay. And you have not given anything to the party, and yet you are asking for so much. You are asking us to step down the chairman, step down major persons, because we want to satisfy your greed. We should sacrifice the students and the value of our constitution, which is Congress. These leaders came into Congress, and 50 of the governors cannot come together and remove them. They can only be removed when their tenure expires or any of them is involved in gross indiscipline. Then the disciplinary committee we apportion the punishment properly, and if they are not satisfied with that punishment, any of them can seek redress in court. But the government is asking them to step aside. Now let's assume that I am the state chairman. You are asking me to step aside for somebody who did not see the Congress to come and become the state chairman or become the state secretary. And you think I will fold my hands? I will go for litigation. I will go to court. I will sue you to court, sue the party to court, and ensure that I grant the party. So the activity of the governor or what we have gained so far for him are more of crisis than laughter. I want you to sincerely ask the governor. You are close to him. Send him a message. Good. Mr. Governor, under your watch, what has PDP gained? I want him to have this in mind. I contracted COVID-19 during the campaign. Oh. I contracted COVID-19. I was rushed home by Steve Monday or Saga Iyore. I was in his house receiving treatment until I regained my health. That is one. Two, my own leader, the patron of PDP mobilizer, Mr. Osinama Okwoku, contracted COVID-19. He almost died. I was crying and praying for him to survive. High Chief Member Dopezi and his family contracted COVID-19. The leader of the party, the chairman of the State Campaign Council, Chief Osi Obi, put his life on the line. It was God that rescued him. Many of the National Assembly members and major leaders in PDP the victory was blood, water, and life. If that was everything we put, need I to remind the governor that it was in the middle of his campaign, that a former senior party member, in person of the former Speaker of Edo State, Right Honorable Zakawanu Garuba, may his soul rest in peace, lost his life. He contracted COVID-19 and died. Now, I want to ask the governor, what have you done to immortalize the former Speaker of Edo State? Which session? You know, when a senior member of the State House of Assembly or National Assembly dies, you give him possession. Ask what has been done to immortalize him, or to even pay the last respect to him by the government of Governor Obaseki. Governor Obaseki is purely ungrateful. And see, Ungratefulness is more than the sin of witchcraft. It's purely ungrateful. People risk their life for you. People love their life. A member of the PDP mobilizer was knocked down in Edo Central and she died instantly. A member of the PDP mobilizer fell out of a pickup van in Edo Central. Thank God for the leader who came into the matter to intervene in his hospital bill, Honorable Pastor Obaseki, another leader. So people put their life on the line. People not just on the line, some die, and the only thing that can pacify our pain, our anguish, our sorrow is that this man is grateful to us. We are not asking him to give us position. When there is peace in the party, courtesy of the governor, that means he's grateful. When Edo State is functioning and is developing at a very high pace, that means he's grateful. When there are no kidnappings in our state, that means he's grateful. Because this is the dream and aspiration of PDP. PDP wants a state where the citizens can understand the difference between governance and just sitting down. We want these people to express it. That is the reason we fought Adam to somebody. Nothing more. So the governor is just purely ungrateful, asking for party structure. I want to remind the governor, Your Excellency, the People's Democratic Party did their congresses in the second week of March. You have not thought of decamping for PDP. So now, if the governor is somebody who believes in the rule of law, knowing that PDP is a party of constitution, you are now asking us, because of you, a singular man, and because of your deputy governor that cannot bring anything valuable to the table, that we should dissolve our structure to pacify your ego. Why? What have you sacrificed for PDP? Mr. Governor, I want the governor to answer. What has he sacrificed for PDP? Is PDP just going to contest elections just because they want to showcase Obaseki or tell somebody we can win election? No. Every party has a reason why they are contesting elections. And everybody has interest. I study political science. In politics, the most paramount thing is interest. Either the interest of the people, the interest of the party, or your personal interest. But alas, the personal interest of Mr. Governor, the Deputy Governor, the SSG, and their other political puppets and cronies is above the interest of the state and the party that brought them out of political purgatory, out of political gallows that was meant to swallow them forever. I need to let Mr. Governor know, if it was not for PDP, if he has gone to ABGA, AA, or any other political party, maybe his vote would have been 8,000. Maybe, just maybe. Just maybe. So we would have been having a situation where a PDP flag bearer, any of the three that contested, versus Iseyamu is the governor of Edo State. If we have done our primary the way we want, perhaps I see Right Honorable Ihama becoming the flag bearer of PDP. And it would have been either been Iseyamu or Ihama. And I was 100% sure that Right Honorable Ihama was going to win that election on the platform of PDP. PDP is a force to reckon with. The government to understand that it did not come to a conquered territory. We are not slaves. We are not political slaves. We have two senators who are performing well. Senator Rogide and Senator Clifford Odia. We vote for them every day. Go to the National Assembly. Mention their names. Do we have a standing ovation? We have members of the House of Reps. Right Honorable Obede Ihama, Right Honorable Sergio Ogun, Right Honorable Joe Ebiowele, and of course, the one from Ego. Permit me, his name has skipped me now. Go to the National Assembly and mention the name of this person. You will receive and see a standing ovation. These are men of proven character and results. These are the people ameliorating the pains of our people in the state. They are the government that we know. Come Adam somebody will sit somewhere now and be laughing at the governor. He won't be laughing at us. He will be laughing at the governor because Adam Somale in his real mind knows that PDP is a political party of note and worth. He knows that it's not just an association. He knows that PDP is a party. Because today, if somebody can stand up and talk in the public, he will give the kudos to PDP, courtesy of our dear leader, Steve Obi Obi, who has always put him on his toes. So it's not about we telling the governor that he must give us position. Why would you not give us position? The problem the governor is having is that the people with him and the people he met in PDP, the ones in PDP are more sophisticated and intellectually loaded compared to the dwarf that is coming with. And if you have the state in mind, you are smart, you said you are a technocrat, make use of this one and make this other one errand boy. Are they not errand boy to you? If the sick are not going to buy petrol for the governor, if the former sick are not the one going to buy stationery for the running of government house. So what are we saying? He knows he cannot achieve this with PDP. PDP is government. Because we always believe that the business of business is business. So this is where we have the whole of the misconception.
Okay. I see you are very passionate about your party. You do not want the name of your party to go down in the state. And we completely understand that. But here is my concern in this. There's no way PDP can run away from the market they bought. They bought a bad market. And at first, those people were blaming Oshomole. Can you now categorically say in the public right now that Comrade Adamali Oshomole was not the problem to Obaseki? Because Comrade Adamali Oshomole is not a PDP member. He's not in your caucus. He's not your executive. What is the problem with Obaseki with PDP today?
Thank you. First, the problem of Obaseki himself is Comrade Oshomole. Yes.
So Comrade Oshomole follow him to PDP.
So Comrade Oshomole gave a problem to Edo State, and PDP inherited the problem and tried to solve the problem. And I want to assure you, we are, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm involved, and I still remain a member of PDP for life, we are going to solve this problem. The governor will return back to the seat and start governing well. I want to assure Edo people that PDP will put him on hot seat and it will work well. The reason I said Comrade Oshomole is the problem is this. Comrade Oshomole knew from beginning that the man called Mr. Gordon Obaseki has nothing to offer politically because he doesn't know anything about governance. There were people more qualified, more enlightened, more experienced than this man we are talking about. Oshomole did not bring them on board. Oshomole went to bring in somebody he felt he can control. Somebody, and you know, one of the problems we are always having in politics is this. Unlike other states, you see predecessors trying to bring in successful men who will be good successors. But here in Edo State, Oshomole went to bring in Obaseki so that Obaseki will underperform. Then he tried to brand him as a product that actually gave him.
Let me come in there. Let me come in there. Let me come in there. You keep mentioning Oshomole's name. Why did PDP took Obaseki if they know that Obaseki have no governance experience and is not capable to govern Edo State? Why did you people give him a ticket? Are you not telling us that the same mistake Comrade Adamali Oshomole made, PDP were so, I don't want to use a word I would have used. How come smart people in PDP allow this brain dead, like you call it, like people call it, like I used to call him, be the ticket bearer in PDP? How come you all made the same mistake? We enough of Oshomole. Now it's in your court. Why did you people allow him to come to your party?
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me start today. Is it because of the money? We are coming to that. Is it because of the money? Go ahead.
After the time this man came to the party, Prince Uche Secondus was the national chairman. And Prince Uche Secondus, by all standards, is somebody who is deficient with leadership information and skill. He is a merchant, he's a political merchant. Himself and some political merchants in Edo State. I would also mention their name if time permits. I
have enough time for you. Go ahead. This is what I'm doing. Go ahead.
In fact, these merchants came together, connived, and accepted this man to run as the candidate. Now, let me say it correctly here. After the time Mr. Obaseki bought his form in PDP, PDP has closed the state of form, and of course, screening. We were through with state of form, we were through with submission, we were through with screening. He came in at the 0 hour. below 0 hours because nothing of sort was going. So his coming into PDP was already illegal. Now, there were 3 aspirants in the state, in person of Right Honorable Morege Obedehama, Barrister Ken Imasabo, and Engineer Gideon Ihine. 3 of whom I believe are 1,000,000% better than Governor Obaseki. If I'm not saying it for the purpose of this interview, go and ask everybody that has been part and parcel of the infight that we had in PDP prior to his coming. I stood my ground that any of these persons, if my principal, Honorable Ihama, have lost at the primary, and Barrister Ken or Engineer Gideon has emerged, I was still going to use the same force that I used for Right Honorable Ihama for any of them. I believe in any of these 3, but I only prefer Ihama more.
Let me help you out again. Can I help you out?
I am coming to that point. Those persons were the ones who traded the ticket. They brought in money and who the national chairman traveled, and most of the governors were not aware. So they traveled and
don't worry, I'll give you time. Who is your national chairman that was giving money?
Prince Uche Secondu.
Okay. So can you not tell us that the PDP in Edo State, Uche has smarted the PDP in Edo State and imposed a candidate on PDP Edo to be the PDP flag bearer, and you people did not protest, and yet you are here blaming Comrade Adamali Oshomole, who is APC, who has nothing to do with PDP, who did not send Obaseki to PDP. Can you now tell the people that PDP is now to be blamed for any problem, any body injury or mentally damage Obaseki have caused the people of Edo State? Can you not tell us that PDP will be held responsible for it? Yes or no?
No.
Why?
No.
If no, why?
I want to clear that aspect. When the governor came to the party, the political merchant, the state political merchant, in connection with the national political merchant, Prince Uche Secondu, tried their best, and we insisted.
It's all right. Let me stop it there. It's all right. I don't want to pin you down with questions. Okay, that's okay. It's all right.
I really want to clear that aspect because it has to do with the integrity of my party.
I know you want to fight for your party, but I want to make one thing clear. I don't want PDP to be blaming Comrade Adamali Oshomole, and be fair, because Comrade Adamali Oshomole did not come to request for you all to give Obaseki ticket. Governor Obaseki was in the exile. He brought money. You are not telling me, I'm telling you. Billions of naira, dollars. And the PDP, they carry the money and put it under their hand blooders. PDP power. So when they took the money, now it's like a fowl. When you put a corn on ground for fowl, it will just run there and pick. After they finish eating, their eye will clear. Then you get them. Now PDP are not seeing what Obaseki is. So the whole world cannot see that Oshomole was not Obaseki's problem. The question I want to ask you now: are you people having internal crashes in PDP? Yes or no? A straight answer.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Okay. What is the cause of the problem?
Obaseki.
Okay.
He's listening.
So can you now look at Edo people in diaspora, home and abroad, and tell them that Governor Obaseki have less than 1 year in PDP party? PDP is in crisis. Can you say that?
It's not less than 1 year. It's a year and 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. So
less than 1 year government under PDP. Less than 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
By November will be 1 year under PDP.
The reason I'm pointing and accusing finger to Comrade Adams is not because he was involved in this activity in the past 1 year. No. I was dealing with the foundational problem that he created. I have been fair to yes, I've been fair to everybody here. I have given kudos to Comrade Adams where he deserves it. I told you clearly that he performed. I am not against that. The issue I have with Comrade Adams was the fact that he wanted to be God. And Edo said, no man is God. Same thing in Nigeria. So,
can we not say, okay, God bless you. God bless you. We are in the situation room. Can we not say the same to Governor Obaseki? They say no man is God. They know God for that reason. Why is Obaseki fighting PDP to take control of the structure he did not build, the structure he did not suffer for? What did you call that? He want to be the emperor. He want to be the king of PDP. Can you say yes or no?
You have gotten the answer. I am the instrument to stop Obaseki from becoming an emperor in Edo State, not just in PDP. In Edo State,
if you can,
he has no option than to work. I will ensure he doesn't know. He is going to work. I can beat my chest on it. The governor has no option. He will go back to his joint table and work. So nobody in Edo State can become an emperor. Yes, he wants to glorify himself as an emperor, but we are putting him on the stop on that. And that is what we are doing. So if he has tried that in APC and somebody made him to fail, what gives him the assurance that he can fight in PDP that is more sophisticated than APC? So I can put everybody to rest, everybody to go back to bed. Obaseki cannot become emperor in Edo State. Take it or leave it. He cannot. Take my word to the bank. He cannot become emperor in Edo State. It's not possible. It's not possible.
I like your spirit. I like your spirit. You are a fighter, a smart man. I see a star in you. I just got a call of a notification. They are watching you in government house. And right now, the call that just came to give me sign, the men are watching. So they are watching you. As a PDP member, Phyllis Shaibu, let's go to about the interview that created the problem. Phyllis Shaibu, who is my fans, according to them, he love my show, but he don't show it publicly. And he watch me every time. And he have given me a lot of nicknames. He called me the social media ancestors of Edo land. And he also called me America CNN. So that is aside. As a social media ancestors of Edo land, can you tell us the problem that is going on between Phyllis Shaibu and Governor Obaseki as they are watching?
Okay. You know, we have put the governor on notice and on pressure to ensure that the right person come in. Now, there was a screening committee that was set up. In that committee, there were many irregularities. Men who cannot even defend their primary school certificate, let alone their secondary school or their BSc, we are giving high grades. Some we are scored 92, 98, as against the ones that we know that these are proven men of integrity and men of intellectual worth. Those men were scored below. Why this nitwit intellectually were rated high? In that way, I now wrote a petition, not just me, we wrote a petition, the PDP mobilizer wrote a petition to the governor, which I can forward to you if you want it. There was an endorsement letter for them to, at least for us to be well abreast and informed that they accepted and saw the letter. So that effect. So we wrote to the governor and laid the complaint, and all fingers pointed it was the deputy governor who was behind that. The deputy governor has prayed and pressured the committee, including inducing them with money in millions, to score these men who are intellectually low, very high marks, so that when the results appear before the governor will now send their name for various appointments in various local governments. For example, if you are having a master's degree or a doctorate, and I have a BSc, and I have a master, and it is proven that intellectually you outstand me, they will call you 70 or 85, while they will call me 92. Now the governor is relying on the submission of these men to make his appointment. So perhaps when we wrote that petition to the governor investigated, which I want to appreciate him for. He actually did his best on that. And that was what's called the first attempt that the governor would have made in June to bring these men in. The petition actually came in. When the governor investigated, the governor found out that it was true. And I heard from reliable source that the governor was cross with him. So he told the governor that he cannot be in a donut and then his own men are not in government, that he wants to contest for governor in 2024. And the question I want to ask is this: what is the intellectual content, the character content, and the innovative content of the deputy governor that warrants him to seek aspiration for such an exalted office? Becoming a deputy governor at first was a colossal political mistake. There is no leadership. There is no leadership structure in any sane society that can accept the deputy governor as a deputy governorship flag co-flag bearer in any advanced line. The deputy governor cannot even be SSA. Given his intellectual stand, he cannot be. Now the governor discovered that the handiwork of his man. They started quarreling on that, and then he prevailed on the governor that the governor to ensure that the names of his men appear there. On learning that the governor changed his strategy, the governor now wants to bring in competent persons via our uproar and our constant rejection of his policies, of his decisions, and of his plans. We kept on putting him on the front burner. On knowing that, he traveled to America when they told him that the governor has changed the list. He immediately came down. Sincerely, the governor had looked again into the CVs of this man and found out that those who were actually scored low, they performed more. I don't want to mention the name of any of them. I have about 9 of them. I don't want to mention. I have about 9 of them.
Don't mention.
Yes, who are sound. I have about 9 of them who are sound. I mean, when I say sound, very, very sound. That in 6 months, you will see a very wide and glorious change in any ministry that any of them is would man. So that is what has happened and caused the issue between the governor and his deputy. And the deputy governor threatened that he was going to decamp. It was a threat. He threatened that he was going to decamp. And that was why when he was with Seo Akimbaloye on channel, he quickly, when he knew that he goofed, he quickly ended the conversation. And Seo was thinking it was network. I am happy that you are an ICT expert. I want you to go and watch that video again. And
it wasn't network. I already knew that. It was not network. It was intentionally done. And he never came back. And he did not even try to call in direct call.
Good. So I am vindicated. So if that particular thing happened between the both of them, and then they started. Although the deputy governor has occasionally, they had a very tough one about twice on this same list. When it was presently the governor to release that subservient list containing the names of people who will not mean well to our state, people whom we know that they are men of no character, people who will come and deplete our commonwealth, people who will know that they will not bring any meaningful submission to the table as policies or intended to advance the people of Edo State. So it was presently the governor. In that aspect, I want to say I praise the governor for being good enough to resist the pressure from him. The governor as a person has issue on his own, character issue. Yes, I agree. Nobody has ever associated with the governor without being betrayed. Yes, nobody has ever associated.
Let me make this clear. You praising the governor Obaseki. That tells us you are a honest man. You said, I want to make it clear. The list they brought for the office or whatever they want to do for the appointment, the people that really qualify for those positions, when the governor saw what they were doing, governor went ahead and bringing the real people that are qualified. That's what you're saying. But when governor left, Shaibu changed some of the name, right? Is that correct?
No. Let me clear it again.
Okay.
The governor, when we wrote to him, the governor investigated. It took out time. From a very credible source in his office, the governor requested for the files containing the CVs of these men and women. The governor took his time to go through them. He then discovered that the CVs that had higher pedigree were set on low marks, while those with very poor performance, those who have no experience, were placed above the ones with credible results. So the governor on that note decided to suspend the list that was given to him so he could now visit the issue by himself. Philip Shaibu, being negatively smart, knew that is what the governor was going to do, started pressuring him to release the list that they have agreed on before the governor has set up the screening committee. So in that aspect, I want to thank you for the courage to
God bless you. God bless you. The governor, we want to thank you for that. Like this young man just said, it's a comrade. It's a comrade. PFA have updated him as a comrade. He's a fighter. He's a comrade. I don't know him before. So, and he's going to continue going. So, comrade UMORU. So, what I'm going to ask you now, you just praise Governor Obaseki for what he did, what Philip Shaibu was trying to do, and this thing have bring a commotion between Governor Obaseki and Philip Shaibu. And Philip Shaibu threatened to decamp if the governor do not succumb, like a threat.
Yes.
So that is why he went to Channel News when he find out that, oh, this is a road that he don't want to follow. So actually, he indirectly torpedoed his political career right with that 24 seconds or less than 1 minute video that he did. That anger you to come out and say, don't destroy my party. Come out and say the truth. Is that not why you are out? So you are fighting for your party. You are fighting for Edo people. You don't want nobody to destroy your party. So now we cannot see that Governor Obaseki and Comrade Adamali Oshomole have crisis internally. Edo people cannot see that. Okay, bam. It's not APC, it's not PDP or APC. Comrade Adamali Oshomole have nothing to do with this. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead.
Comrade Adamali Oshomole has nothing to do with the infighting orchestrated or introduced by the governor and his men. But where Comrade Adamali Oshomole is coming in now, I have it on reliable information that he's been in touch with the deputy governor, which necessitated the governor to make the move of the campus to APC. You are aware that as we speak, the former governor of Edo State, Comrade Adamali Oshomole, and his political candidate for 2020, Pastor Saga, they are in a very serious fight now. There is a very serious crisis between the both of them. So he wants to pressure the deputy governor to decamp to APC, knowing that Governor Obaseki will not grant the wish of the deputy governor peacefully. Perhaps he will give him some name, but not on the percentage that he is expecting on the commissioner list. So he wants to bring in Philip Shaibu to his party so he could use him to wage against Pastor Osage Izayamo. But that is not my business. My own business is this.
Let me clear that. Let me clear that angle. Let me quickly clear that. Comrade Adamali Oshomole is our leader, is our father. Comrade is the father of all comrade in activism aspect. It's my father. As a comrade yourself, is your father. All comrade will learn how to respect our heroes, those that were there before us. That aside, I will tell you today, Pastor Sage Zeyamo and Comrade Adamali Oshomole, they are in a very good term. Last week, Saturday, I will tell you this. Yeah, well, let me tell you.
That's the political statement, sir. They could come out to the public.
I'm not a politician. I am not a politician. If Comrade Adamali Oshomole want to woo Philip Shaibu to APC, he's welcome. He's free to do it. He's free to do that. He can do however he want to bring Philip Shaibu. If he want to do it, that's fine. Philip Shaibu want to leave PDP because it's already clear PDP are not going to give him ticket. Right? True or false?
Yes. Yes, okay. We will.
Okay. And Philip Shaibu want to become a governor. And PDP are not ready to give him that ticket. So there's no problem if Comrade Adamali Oshomole said he should come to APC. We'll be very happy to welcome him. That aside. But now, what we are happy for is that Comrade Adamali Oshomole is not the one that created this crisis in PDP. Though people cannot see that Governor Obaseki and Philip Shaibu, they are both responsible for the crisis they have in PDP, even though they are trying to cover it up. And I want to make one thing clear for your own safety. I keep seeing one comment here. Let me tell you. You that is writing that comment that you should be careful. The Comrade Umaru is in Obaseki and Philip Shaibu hand. The whole world is watching this video. So if anything, by anything happen to him, they will be held responsible. They will be held responsible. So this is an Edo man, a PDP man, who came to defend and protect his party. And here you are writing, I know you are Obaseki's boy, you are writing nonsense. How is that fair? How many people are you going to kill? How many? At first you said they're going to destroy his house, they're going to revoke his CFO. Now you are moved further, try to intimidate him. So let's go to the next one, my brother. If you are tired, you let me know, okay? You know, I'm not tired at all. I can go on. When I hear about Obaseki's story, good or bad, I'm happy. Well, uh, can you rate Governor Obaseki performances as a governor for the almost 5 years now? Can you rate him?
That's a very difficult task.
Before that, will you mind can you take an incoming question, calling question?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Destiny, go ahead and put my number. Admin, put my number on the screen. After this, people can call if you have any question you want to ask him. I see you have a lot of fans here. A lot of people like you. They believe you. They said you are speaking the truth. Go ahead. I want you to rate Governor Obaseki's performance for the past 4 years, going to 5 years now, as a PDP member.
If I will rate him as a governor for the past 5 years, I will score him on 29. Sincerely.
29 over 100.
The truth is that for people like us, no man can kill us. No man can take what he did not give. Life and belongs to God. For anyone threatening or saying any statement, I am not perturbed, I'm not disturbed. No man born of a woman can kill me. My life is in the hand of the Almighty God. And he has commissioned
embrace it. Okay, yeah, hold on, caller, hold on. Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Spain.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, God. Somebody else have cut him off. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, where are you calling from and your name?
I'm calling from Edo.
Okay, from
I'm been on the program today.
Okay.
And I've seen my brother there who has been telling us all that we playing out.
Okay.
But I want to ask him, there was a time the chairman was suspended from the party. Is it the same issue that makes the chairman suspend? Because we don't really know the truth. So if he can tell us if it's the same crisis that took the chairman to suspension, because if the chairman came back, nobody has challenged the government again. So that is my question for you.
Thank you. I heard your question. Can I respond, sir?
Go ahead.
Wow.
Thank you. Yes, it was true that chairman was suspended, Dr. Anthony Azegbemi. There were allegations leveled against him that borders on finance. And like I told you, PDP is a party of rule. We believe in our constitution. And once there is an allegation, the person involved, if he's an office holder, has to step aside. And then a committee of inquiry will be set up. The committee will investigate and report back. When he stepped aside, the committee was set up, they investigated and found out that it was just allegation. They were mere allegation. He was not.
Can you allow him to answer one question first? Allow him to answer. Hold on. Allow him to answer. Can you lower the one you are using to watch me? Please, I want to make one thing clear. If you call me, I think there's a noise from your side, from your end, right?
No, not here, sir.
Okay. I want you all to allow them to answer one question. And when you call, we are hearing our voice in your phone. We will call the phone. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. So the committee came back with a report and exonerated the chairman from the alleged petition written against him. And it is normal. The was sick.
Hold on, sir. Allow him to answer question. Just hold on.
Okay.
And to the lawyer,
I told you, lower the one you are using to watch me. You are, by doing that, you are making this video become irrelevant. Just lower the one you are using to watch me. Go ahead, my brother.
So the chairman wrote through his lawyer and explained to the committee that he was sick, and it was made public again. The information was available for everyone to read. He was going to revert to the committee when he is through with his treatment. At the time, he stood before the committee, and the committee investigated and exonerated him. Now, were they expecting him not to be returned to office when he is actually innocent of the said crime? So he was reinstated back, and he has been functioning as the chairman. Again, people said it was the governor who made such move. The governor did not make. It was not the governor that was behind the suspension of the man. The governor was part of those who alleged. And when you allege, people investigate. They investigated and found out that what. And so he was reinstated.
Okay. I want to. I know you all want to ask him question. I want to beg. When you people don't. What is going on here? I can hear some noise. Okay. Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Zakari Ayobote.
Okay.
I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to appreciate this match just giving a comrade. We in Akura, we love what we're doing. It's speaking and it's speaking and it's speaking. And if you know that he has got whoever has designed and killing,
Amen.
In the history of the state, there's a time someone has to come out to talk of the matter. That is exactly what he's doing. You know, you remember the class one you know the rule that guy was saying. Same rule is because I'm BOB-MANUEL. And I want to really commend efforts for him to come out to be the truth, to be saying the truth. Because as we are speaking now, Edo State stands still. Nobody can travel from Benin to Auchi. Kidnapping everywhere. A lot of people are tired of kidnapping. He mentioned about somebody who came from US to Nigeria to spend Christmas vacation. Prince Dennis Kabuda, who is a very good friend of mine. He was killed in the day. And up to now, nothing is happening. The Fulani men, they are killing over everywhere. All the other states in the South South, they have made the House of Assembly has made law against the invasion of the Fulani.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question, sir, so that
my question is that the list that was released yesterday, you saw a list of candidates about commissioner. We want to know if he has an idea.
Okay, I heard that the sound is bad, comrade. Let me try and remove you and see if it is from your end. Let me try and do that. Give me a second. People are complaining on the sound. I'll be hearing that sound. Okay, it's from comrade end. Okay, I think comrade is using another phone to watch. Comrade, I think you have another phone there, right?
No, sir. I'm using just a single phone. It's here. Only a phone.
Okay.
Are we
Is the noise better now?
Hello.
You are in Canada. I keep telling you, when you call, lower the volume of the one you are using to watch me. Okay, I think the noise is gone now. Hello.
Hello.
I keep telling you one thing, sir. Lower the volume there.
Yes, I've lowered the volume. The volume is lower now. Lower.
But you should be. Please, next time, just lower it before you call. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, I just want to really commend the efforts of the family, but Emmanuel UMORU. What he's doing now is only God has been revolted because Edo State, like I said before, it's in South State.
nobody can travel from Auchi, from Benin to Auchi without taking of this now. He rightly mentioned about some of those cases for Atlanta, America.
Okay, give me a second. Let me ask. Let me ask. Is the noise better now? Can you all reply me?
Yes, better.
Okay, hold on. Let them reply me there by the comment section. Too much noise on the background, sir. Okay. Bad sound. Let's see. He said it's okay a little bit. Okay, it's better now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I just want to really commend him for what he's doing to keep it up. And at the time, one man will come and talk on behalf of the masses. Okay. My just question is, the commissioner, the commissioner said, please, as of today, we don't know if the list that they came up with yesterday is to be list. And also, we also want to know why is it that in Edo State, as we still speak, the House of Assembly is not functioning properly. The local government chairman, they are not in existence. It's just like a one-man show. It's just like Obaseki is running an autocratic government. I think what this BOB-MANUEL is doing is in the right direction. People, eminent Edo life in that way to commend the statement. God will bless you for all you have done. God will really bless you.
Amen. Okay. So please allow him to respond. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. I was actually expecting you were going to make mention of the local government issue. The truth be told, he has said it all. Governance is at a standstill as it stands in Edo State. Edo is no longer the Edo we used to know. There is a drift from our values to the negative, courtesy of the governor and his men. And I believe that this conversation today will help the governor regain his direction. The governor had earlier in the years, as earlier in the year, ended the tenure of the 7 local government chairmen and made a promise that within a short time, he was going to bring in new chairman via a credible election. But because of the loss of direction and focus as orchestrated by the advice from men who mean no well for our state, the governor has actually gone silent on that matter. Today we have a state that is that have a mini House of Assembly. We have a state with a mini cabinet. We have a state with no local government. All of this is run down to the governor trying to grab party structure. He's been advised negatively, which I have said from the beginning. All of that advice form the bulk of the issues we are having today. So any problem you are seeing today in Edo State, whether it has to do with local government, it has to do with any of the sector, it has to do with between the government and the party, just understand that there is a drift from focus to something that is irrelevant for the state. And that is why we are where we are now. The people surrounding the governor are not giving him credible advice.
They are watching. I just got a message from the government house. They are watching you. And they thank you for this. They actually thank you. Go ahead.
So what I will advise the governor to do is the fact that now that we know we don't have a state House of Assembly functional, it's not functioning. I'm sorry to say that, but that has been my belief. And I will not for party or my closeness to being part of those who brought in the government, not say the truth. We need to immediately step into action. Call for local government election. Local government is the closest government to the people. How do you expect to deliver the dividends of democracy when the 18 local governments are shut down? The people who are manning them cannot deliver the promises that these local governments are supposed to give to the people. Again, I want to say categorically, if there is no foul play, why is the local government shut down for over 5 months? If there is no foul play, if there is no ulterior motive as to embezzling the funding, yet month in, month out, the federal government keeps sending money to the state for the local government. Who is spending that money? So the governor should go back, tell HCA to organize election. I know why the governor is not ready to conduct local government election. I know why. It is personal and I would not want to say it. I know why, but it's not far from the truth that everybody already knows. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're going to take another call now, one by one. I thank you all for listening to me. A call from Spain. Go ahead and call back. The caller from Spain. Go ahead. We thank you. He's here. Comrade is here to answer all your questions, the one he can. Spain caller, go ahead and call in now. Okay. That is why Edo will not move forward. Common instruction. You people will not hear it, and you are in diaspora. Lower the volume before you call. You people will not hear it. Common in broken English. Okay, before you call me back, make sure you bring down the goddamn volume. Maybe you hear that. Go ahead. Hello, caller. Hello.
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 Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Santos.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from USA.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard the courage of this young man. You know, I've been listening to him.
Unfortunately, we lost him. I think his battery is dead. Okay, he's back. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I salute his courage, you know.
Okay.
But I want to point out one thing. There are some gray areas where I want to point out one or two things. He blamed Oshomale for the problem of Obaseki. And PDP as a party went ahead to endorse Obaseki where they knew he wasn't performing. Even while he wasn't performing, they knew he wasn't good. They saw the crisis between Obaseki and EPM. They took him as their best overnight, even when he came late. Can you be kind to tell us what transpired, what changed hands, how much was used to buy them over? But you know, there were credible candidates like what's it called? The one from Benin, one from the Eastern, the other one.
Oh, Mr. Rice, Mr. Rice.
Hello?
I said Mr. Rice, Abi Rice man.
The Rice man from Eastern.
The Rice man, Rice in one cent. I take him money, they go buy more rice.
Okay, the other one from Benin, the credible one, the one you have to buy.
Obede Yama
was there. Can this man be sincere to tell us he has been talking, he has some facts, but he's trying to do, I don't like what started the argument. We have to balance it up. If we must get the truth, he has some facts, but he's over covering his party for the atrocities. Now, my question to this gentleman is, what transpired overnight? There was crisis. They knew the game Obaseki playing with the APM and all that, with the short money that brought him on board and everything. There were a lot of issues there. Can he be sincere enough to tell us what transpired between the two and Port Harcourt?
I will help him with that.
How much was used to buy them over?
Okay.
They gave him the ticket. They did not only endorse the Obaseki. They endorsed Obaseki and Shaibu, which is difficult for any human being, any rational human being to believe.
Okay.
They endorse the governor, they endorse his president.
Can I help him with that?
The amount of billions that change hands.
We know that.
To reach that stage. Number two.
Okay.
He has been fighting PDP as if he's a party from heaven and hell. PDP from the section, nobody is a baby yet. We are aware of the atrocities of PDP since 1999. This new democratic era.
Correct.
PDP in Edo State is like a cost to Edo people. He's fighting PDP as if PDP is a born again party from heaven. If you stop those nonsense, if Obaseki is not performing, we can find the contact, the area where it's not performing. But we want to place the PDP white for us as a Durando, as a heavenly party, as a Jesus Christ, and just an icon. You should stop those nonsense. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Let me come here. I want you to know the question you don't feel comfortable answering. Let me know. I see people are telling me that Mega Comrade, the question is not for you. It's not for you. This young comrade, he came out to speak up because he wants the best for Edo people. Because I'm a veteran in this, I will not allow him to make a lot of mistakes that I make, that most of you people push me to make. It is my interest to protect anyone that come to my show. So the question you are not comfortable concerning the money, if you know that that is against the rule of your party, don't go there. I'm the one that said it. Go ahead.
I have information on the money issue. You see, like I said, without apology, it's my belief. I worked with Right Honorable OMOBUMHE because he's young, intellectual, very, very intelligent, so say, and he's sagacious. And I believe he will bring on board the best innovation and idea that will advance our state. When I said I work with him, it was not somebody I was working with, I was doing things and then I wasn't having access to it. No, I have access to him on the phone. I have access to walk into his compound without any security interrogation. I have access to walk into his room without any security interrogation or interruption. So I discussed with him very well. Barrister Kenny Maswagmo, I have a personal relationship with him too. Again, Engineer Gideon Ihine, we had a talk on the phone. And to be fair and sincere, I did not call Engineer Gideon Ihine. But when I heard of the allegation of the aspirant being paid to step down, I left Lagos to Benin to meet with Right Honorable Ihama face to face. I have no reason to doubt him yesterday, today, neither will I doubt him tomorrow. He told me blank, point and blank. He didn't collect a dime from the governor. He did not collect a dime. If he has collected money, I have access to information. I will fight him on that. He did not. He stepped down on the request, the prevailing national leader.
Are you talking about Gideon? Are you talking about Gideon?
I am talking of Right Honorable Ihama. The same thing extended to Barrister Ken. I met with Barrister in Protea Hotel.
We can come in on Ogbedeyama. We can come in on Ogbedeyama. Comrade. Ogbedeyama will come to know is Mr. Step Down. Ogbedeyama have destroyed his political career by himself. Ogbedeyama is Mr. Step Down. So as of Ogbedeyama, just forget about it.
I disagree with you, sir.
He have lost his chance. Ogbedeyama, we need youth like you. We need people like you. Ogbedeyama have lost his chance. No way.
I was part of the whole thing that went down on that day, before the whole thing. President Olusegun Obasanjo, President Jonathan, former leaders of the party and state governors were the people who pleaded.
Let me tell you today.
Was on his news. I told you, I said, quote me anywhere. The governor was on his news, begging for them to step down for him. So it was not about money. That's why I said I want to say it. I'm saying it as blank as it is. None of them collected money from him. None.
Comrade, if I have to choose between Shaibu and Ogbedeyama, I guarantee you I will choose the Shaibu. Ask me why.
I didn't get that, sir.
If I have to choose, if Edo State become two marriages between Shaibu and Ogbedeyama, I will choose Shaibu. Ask me why.
Yeah. Let me connect to audio. I think I've lost the audio. Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay. You have to come back in if you can see me. You have to. Ogbedeyama is Mr. Step Down. I told you it's Mr. Step Down. I told him I want him not to step down. So Governor Obaseki is using Ogbedeyama time. That's what he's doing right now. Never again. Never forget, just forget that one. Tell Obedeyama, and Obedeyama is very pompous. Very pompous. Hello, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, where are you calling from and your name, sir?
I'm calling from Morocco, Mr. John.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, I want to say something. As you people, that guy have a question or comment, they should let him answer the question. They should not be forward.
Nobody is being forward. There are questions that if I see is too sensitive, I will let him know the consequences. Because people that are asking questions, they are sleeping in their living room. Just like I visited Nigeria last time.
Because the guy is saying the truth. Because the governor is not doing anything. He's just saying the truth between Philip Shaibu and Mr. Governor. The truth. The guy just said it all.
Yeah, but the reason why I caught some question, like I said, this is a vibrant guy. He's a rising star. We know how politicians behave. We do not want them to use him as a scapegoat. Not that he's afraid of anybody. The people that are asking questions, they are in their living room. When I went to Nigeria, I was not allowed to see my parents. But all my fans, they go home. They go home and see their parents. As we are talking now, I am happy the government house are watching. They know that this guy, they need him in government house. They need to call him Mr. Obaseki, Godwin Obaseki, His Excellency. My advice to you,
yeah, doing nothing there.
We know that.
That is what he do to Shomole. The Shomole is the rifleman.
Comrade Shomole is a good man. We know that. Obaseki is already there, and there's nothing we can do. So the truth is that we have to find a way how we can help him move Edo forward. Obviously, he do not want to govern again. The way I'm looking at it, he's not interested in governing. True or false?
Yeah.
So, okay. So. Okay, go ahead and if you want to answer the commissioners, the list, somebody asked you about it. Can you talk about that? Comrade. They are frozen this thing, they don't reach there. Comrade. Hi. These guys, eh? Hello, comrade. Can you hear me? Okay. So we're gonna bring him back. He's not hearing us right now. We're gonna bring him back. Okay, I think he's back. Let's bring him back again. I know it. Hello, comrade. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Now his phone is. Comrade, can you hear me now? Comrade, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you lower the volume? Can you lower the volume? The volume there. The one you are using now. Hello.
As you lower the volume.
It's good now. It's good now. It's good. Oh, lower it back. Okay. Okay.
Are we okay?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
No. No. Yeah, but you have to lower the volume because it's echoing back to us.
What about now?
Yeah. Just do it the way you did it earlier.
Okay. It's back to the way it is now.
Okay, maybe you should log out, there and lower the volume before you come in.
Okay.
Okay, do that. Okay, do that. Thank you. My people, we have to be honest. I'm not a Governor Obaseki supporter. When I went to Nigeria, I tried to see how we can help the state. Obviously, they don't want to do nothing. That is a fact. And let me go ahead and answer this call. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you calling from? And your name, sir?
My name's Joe Odibo. Okay. I am calling from Ireland.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was one of those who campaigned seriously against Obaseki and worked seriously for Isaiah during the campaign.
Okay.
And during that period, there was something I discovered that really touched me to work for Isaiah because of the spirit of betrayal that I saw in Governor Obaseki. That is not somebody that can be trusted, that can work with people. And if you look at what is happening in Edo State today, you can see that what is happening in Edo State is one-man governance. And if you look at the Edo State, I feel very sorry for the people of Edo State because of the way they supported Obaseki just to ridicule and bring down Adams Oshiomhole. It was not about the betterment of Edo State, that election. It was about ego. Let us see who has the power. And PDP, as a party that was down below, use who I know that PDP is a party of money. You chop, I chop.
Correct.
It was always about the money. It was not about the interest of the people. So this young man, I knew all these things was going to happen even before it is happening now. But the problem is that those people, our people, I don't know what happened to them. It's like our people have lost their sense of vanity, their sense of ideal reasoning. But however, what you give is what you get.
Correct.
What we saw during that election in Edo State is what we are reaping now. This young man that has come up, UMORU, to speak right now, people like this are the most genuine and honest people that we can ever think about. These are the type of people we want in Edo State. If we can have 10 UMORUs like this young man in Edo State, trust me and believe me, the destiny of Edo State will rise to the greatest apogee of glory. Edo State will move forward. If only we can have somebody like this young man. And for you, MEGACOMRADE, I have been watching all your videos. In fact, this particular interview that you are making is the best interview or the best production you have ever done. And I commend you very well. And I want you to follow this format that you are using now in your future productions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. As you can hear that, you heard Comrade UMORU, what he said, that Governor Obaseki and Shaibu, they are having a big problem. And PDP do not want Shaibu again. And if you are guessing, Channel News could not get the fact, but PFN Situation Room get the fact. So when Comrade Shaibu, Deputy Governor, said he doesn't have a problem with Governor Obaseki, there's a basket of problem that they have with Governor Obaseki. The question now, how are we going to move forward in Edo? Governor Obaseki is not a politician. He do not know how to govern. He does not have a wisdom of leadership. And people that surround him, only person that I know is a politician is Shaibu and Osagbo. Can Governor Obaseki listen to Osagbo? That is the question. Because I remember in 2019, when we were trying to rescue stranded Edo citizens in sub-Saharan Africa, Osagbo tried, but Governor Obaseki did not listen. He did not listen. So the problem is that who have the ear of Governor Obaseki now? That is the problem. Edo is going down. PDP are telling us that Governor Obaseki is 0. He gave him 29. 29. And this is one of the executive, state mobilizing coordinator to mobilize. Now he be the coordinator, the oga pata when they coordinate boys for street. So, and PDP, they pity him. He said he leaned down. He was crying. Hey, how are you? So, and we hope that if we cannot get him back today, I guarantee you, I'm going to bring him back. I am going to bring him back. And if you are watching from Government House, If you want to, I'm going to extend my hands of friendship to you. You can come on to situation room. Let us discuss the situation, those state situation in insecurity, situation, infrastructure, job, and others, social welfare, youth empowerment. Let us discuss it. This is a place where you discuss, you talk about the situation. It's not, you don't have to be afraid. But the reason why, let me go ahead. Yeah, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, good morning, MEGACOMRADE.
Good morning, sir.
I am Ambassador Sylvester calling from Houston, Texas.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate what you are doing. I know it's for the progress of our dear state, Edo State.
Correct.
I am one of your fans. I've been following you for some years now, though this is my first time of calling you online.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I am a strong APC supporter.
Okay.
In Edo State. And I use my little opportunity on the platform to campaign against Obaseki and supported Israel Yamu strongly.
Okay.
As I speak with you, I know there are some people who really know me from, in Dallas. Yeah, I believe they are listening to me.
Correct.
So, like the young man at the studio, I commend his courage.
Okay, he's back.
I like what he's doing.
Okay.
But one thing is what I really want to know. But on him, I believe he represents EDP. He's a strong PDP member. I could recall a few months before Obaseki came to PDP. That an Obi, the state chairman of PDP, with all the PDP members, they gave Obaseki, called Obaseki F9, everything. But the question now is, what has changed? Obaseki was having an issue with APC, and they grabbed Obaseki as one of the best candidates. I want to ask the young man at the stage. Few months before Obaseki becomes PDP, they call Obaseki F9 if they can recover.
Okay, that's
so
true.
Why did they accept Obaseki back? What has changed? What did they saw in Obaseki? Because we rejected Obaseki and hey, this is not a good
candidate. Okay, sir, hold on. I tell you, comrade, they're having a bad sound from your side.
I mean, very quiet. I don't think it's mine. Let me mute. Maybe let's check again. I will mute now.
It's better. It's better. It's better. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So I want to ask the young man at the studio because he's representing. Like I said, few months before the PDP S2, they scored Obaseki F9 everything in terms of Edo State government. They scored in terms of rules, education, everything. They scored Obaseki F9. So what I'm saying, why do they accept Obaseki as one of the best candidates?
Okay. Thank you for your question from Houston, Texas. Comrade, go ahead and answer. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Go ahead and answer.
Mr. Obaseki was forced on us in Edo State, especially we that held the party for 12 years. He was forced on us by the leaders from the national in connivance with the merchants from Edo State. And we have no option but to accept and campaign since the aspirants involved with the leaders accepted that he should run. We went ahead to defend the integrity and name of our party and nothing more. And before he came to PDP, yes, I have reservation about him, and I still have reservation.
Go ahead. Wow. We're having a network problem here. His phone is frozen again. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where are you calling?
To the campaign
coming from the US.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the program. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
I think I've been watching your program. This one you get to be one of the best I've ever had. I hope you continue with this donation.
Okay.
But I wish that gentleman was there. It would be better for us to.
He's right here. He's right here. He's listening, sir.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So, as a comrade myself, that I hate when people are trying to be biased in their analysis. He's trying to, I salute his courage of coming out to speak the way he's doing. Not everybody has such a courage. It's rare. I thank him for that. But trying to tell us that they gave Obaseki and Shaibu ticket because he was on his knees is not completely correct.
Yeah.
PDP were desperate. They were a group of desperados. They were hungry because they have been out of power since 2007. Somebody dealt with them and they were almost going into political oblivion. They were hungry and they needed Obaseki. They were on life support politically. They needed Obaseki to bring oxygen back to them to be able to breathe again. So he tell us that he was on his knees. How can you be so because somebody was on his knees, you want to entrust the life of those people into somebody that we studied him for like 4 years already. He was having crisis with his own party. EPM was there, Shomoli was there, Shomoli's godfather was there. A lot of crisis here and there. He's not somebody that just came from America that they didn't know. He was already there, he was already on board for 4 years. This man should be, he has some courage, he has some truth, he has some facts. He should not blindfold us by telling us he was on his knees. What do you mean by on his knees? Because he was on his knees when we entered our life, the entire life of the two people, into somebody's hand. Told us, a very vehicle, a moribund vehicle that was heading for calamity because he was on his knees. I don't want to take that.
Okay.
They needed some money, they were hungry, they were broke, they were desperate to win the election by all. They needed to come back to power. Obaseki gave them what they needed. They needed money, they were hungry. He bought it. Obaseki is even, if I were Obaseki, I will not listen to them. Number one, I will not listen to them. So say Obaseki is a betrayer, for betraying him of Shomoli, I will understand an EPN. I don't want to go into that. But to tell us that because it was that one is not correct. They needed money, he gave them money. He bought the ticket. He bought the ticket for them and said, he spoke to Zanobi. Tell me to ask Zanobi how much he was given before I would give him 5.
All right.
They took billions from Obaseki. He bought it for
we are aware of that. We are coming to that.
MEGACOMRADE. Can you remember they told him he's the number one leader?
Correct.
Even when he's just coming, they will making that social money is not recognizing because their PDP is a party that recognize that follow law, that they will make him a leader of the party in the state, even when he was just coming overnight.
Correct.
Are you aware of that, Mr. Comrade?
Are you aware of that, Mr. Umoru?
The working number one is the party leader. Now, he's the party leader. Why are you not listening to him? Why? See, this man should not mislead us. See, I was into politics before I traveled. I was into politics. I contested. Because of the atrocity, I was in PDP. Because of I know how they operate. PDP does not sit down to think of how to move. Can you see the problem we have from ward to federal? PDP is even the problem we're having today. If PDP was good, people like Buhari, that people like Buhari will not find their way to power. This PDP is because of Nigerian problem today. The 1999 PDP was a party to reckon with. I don't want to talk of PDP again. If you talk of PDP in some places, don't places like Edote. They have been a cause to us more than a blessing. We don't want to, if not for somebody that, somebody came. If PDP was good, there would be no way for people like Oshomole to come in the first place. But Oshomole came and changed the narrative because of the atrocities committed against those people. Because by PDP, we said 8 years in those people.
Yeah, Lucky Stone. We remember Lucky Stone.
For 2007, is this something one will remember? This is coming to want to paint PDP like a party that we don't understand. I don't want to take that rubbish. I don't discourage number one. I don't want to take all those. He's talking. He has some facts. They have to know how to apply the grace when necessary.
Okay.
PDP is not something you want to preach or that PDP is a messiah. Who is the messiah in PDP? PDP is about sharing the money. They want to kill and divide. Look at the problem they have right now. Remember how they were tackled when the APC was in opposition. Remember how the guys of Lai Mohammed tackled them, brought them down to their knees. You know, that is how to play opposition. Look at what they are doing now. They are fighting everywhere. The only man, the PDP has even turned to one man show. The governor of River State, once a weekend, was almost hijacking PDP. It's the same wicked that came to they use the game, getting no politics in place. OP is like a houseware to wicked. That is where it's getting. That was where he survived for the 8 years they were out of power. So the atrocities they committed in those states was concluded in Port Harcourt. So the fact they are fighting, instead of thinking of how to take power from APC so that we can think of a viable opposition, look at the impact they are fighting. It's PDP a party. Are they ready for any meaningful development? Are they ready for any meaningful change? If they are ready, it should not be this fight they are fighting. It should not be of their concern. It's all about their selfish interests and personal organization. This match should not come and bring PDP to us as a messiah. Thank you very much.
All right, God bless you. Let me help you, comrade. I want to make one thing clear for you.
I get it clear.
Give me 1 second. I don't want you to torpedo your career before you begin, because I see how you are trying to protect your party. Look at your interest first, because we all know that Obaseki gave money to Ogbede. We know he gave money to Rasma. We know he gave money to Danobi. I know Danobi very well. Danobi is a privileged child, a privileged father. When Danobi graduated from University of Benin, before he graduated, a 504 saloon car was waiting for him, true or false. He have never suffered.
Talking about Danobi, neither are we talking about Ogbede Yama or
I know that, but people are beginning. These are the people that love you, they love your courage, but when they see some deception, they are trying to protect you. But when they see how you are trying to cover up for PDP, we know what PDP put us through in Edo State. I am a former PDP.
I am not covering for PDP. I have certain critical things out. I want to say it clearly now.
Okay,
if anybody says Honorable Ogbede Hama, Barrister Kenny Maswagbon, that I spoke to, and I have evidence to the fact that they did not collect money, or Chief Dan OC Obi, if anybody said this man collected money, you are being unfair to them. The people who collected money are silent. They are not even in the picture now. It was Honorable Ogbede Hama, Chief Dan Obi, and Barrister Ken. It was their fight that protracted the primary to 25th. It was what linked in 19th. Then I want to correct his impression. How can you say a party that have 2 sitting senators out of 3, we have 2, we have 4 gallant House of Reps members? You say the party is going into political oblivion or desperate? No, we should say the APC has been on a front burner of as thinking in Edo State. And I'll give you reason. The 2016 election was rigged. Pastor Saga won that election. We know what happened. You remember Adam Soshomole, comrade Adam Soshomole said, Mama Akara judgment. It means that the judgment was bought. We have fact. You are a living witness that that election was rigged. If Osage Yamu was not also a viable candidate, why did the APC pressure him to come to them? Again, 2 senators are serving with results. So how can he then sit and say that PDP is desperate and going to political oblivion? I want to say it and say it clearly. If I tell you the governor did not spend money to get the ticket, I'll be lying, deceiving myself, and lying to Edo people.
Okay.
But people are calling, they are not the people he gave money. The people he gave money are the senior men in the party. The former senior men who do not have...
Where are the senior men? The senior men, where are they from?
Well, from the 3 senatorial districts. From the 3 senatorial districts. A former governor, leaders of the party, leaders, even BOT members. So now, I want to be sincere. I am
don't destroy your career. Don't kill your comrade. Calm down. Calm down, comrade. Don't spoil your career because of Ubedi or because of Rice Man, Mr. Rice. Go ahead.
No, my duty is to inform the public and not to misinform the public. There is no time these things will not come out. Except you want me to agree that they are lying to me, which I know is not possible. I am an in-house man. I met with Honorable man. I just told you, I met with Barrister Kenny Masabo in Protea Hotel. He told me, point blank, he's like a father. Why would you look at me, a small boy, and be lying to me? Irrespective of whether I am one of the moving youth or not. He has no reason to lie to me. I know the people that collected money. And I just said because of their age, I want to cover them. I can. Okay. I have.
That's fine. That's good enough. That's good enough.
I know
that's good enough. Can you answer this question? Before the election, before 2020 gubernatorial election, a PDP gave F9 to Governor Godwin Obaseki in governing. How come someone that gave F9, you gave him F9 and you gave him a ticket? How come?
I have also responded. When you asked me to score him, I told you I scored him 29. It means 5 years I scored him 29 and I'm still scoring him 29. I just told you, I said the political merchant as led by Uche Secondus sold the ticket against the wish of the people. I stood on ground and I am still standing. Everybody knows I campaigned because of my party, not because I believe in Governor Obaseki. But if he's not set to do what is right, I will give him my support. I don't need to come in as a commissioner, as SSA, before I can help my governor. I believe when I look at his results, I believe that if we give him the chance, looking at the pedigree of what he said he is, or the result is holding, and looking at the pedigree of the men we have in PDP, that if they join force with him, he will walk and rescue Edo State from the storm. That was the reason we supported him. I have not doubted my belief or my stand. I have not changed my stand about the governor, but I believe the time is still there for him to perform. He can get back to the front burner of governance and begin to do things. And when he starts doing it again, I will come out and applaud him. When Comrade Somale was on the right path, I applauded him. When he was doing wrong, ask everybody. I blocked Ekpoma Gate and stopped the governor from passing to Edo North as a student. That was Governor Adams. But when he did something good, I went to the social media and I still praised him. It's not about me, it's about the people.
Okay. I have no Comrade Umoru. Comrade Umoru. Yes, sir. Comrade Umoru. If Governor Obaseki can spend 40 billion naira for Edo best and nothing come out of it, what make you believe? And where will he get money to spend for the rest year? How much is he going to spend? 80 billion, another 80 billion borrowed for Edo best?
Well, before I answer Edo best, the ticket that was given to him met tough resistance from great men. Time will not permit me to mention him, but coming to
go ahead.
Coming to borrowing money, see that I can be doing the wrong thing, and when my attention is called to the fact that what I am doing is wrong, if I am somebody who is loyal and receptive to change, I will begin to do the right thing at the right time. That is why I don't want to give up on Governor Obaseki. It's like an armed robber who said Jesus came to die for his sin, and then the armed robber now turned his way and give his life to Christ. The possibility of becoming a pastor or a deliverance minister is there. So the governor can also turn a new leaf, going back to see that he has not been performing. He has not been meeting up with the demand of the people. So I don't give up on people. I have set my mind the way it is. I still believe that if he gets the right team on board, if he throws away the list containing the name of those men that cannot produce anything in their own family, let alone local government or state, and bring in credible sons and daughters, then I believe it will be on the pedestal of delivering the dividends of democracy to every doorstep. I cannot give up on the governor. If it's going to, but if 20, like I said it has been alleged that 40 billion has been purported to be used on Edo best. If the governor doesn't have a hand in it, there is nothing wrong by setting up a commission of inquiry to investigate and bring to book everybody responsible for the squandering of that money, which I so believe it was squandered. I am not saying he stole the money. Edo State marked it for a project and it was not delivered. So I want him to sit down. If he is not part of it, he should set up a commission of inquiry. He should get help. You are an expert. you could come in and help.
Okay.
Coming to help.
Okay, would PDP give up the structure of PDP party to Governor Obaseki? Yes or no? Direct question.
Mission impossible.
Impossible.
You can
okay.
Mission impossible.
Now, do Philip Shaibu, does Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor, have a way to settle his differences with PDP? Yes or no?
He has to apologize publicly. He has a way.
Apology. Then you will give him the 2024 ticket. Is that a deal?
2, he has to go on a meeting with the leaders, and I must be involved. I must be involved. I want to be a witness. Apologize to our leaders.
Okay, so there's still room for Philip Shaibu, right? Okay, we lost him. I'm sorry. We lost him. Network. We lost him. I'm gonna bring him back as soon as he get back. So, Edo people, I have been vindicated again when I told you all that Philip Shaibu, deputy governor, were having problem with Governor Obaseki. A lot of you all did not believe me. I don't want to mention the Ogbeti name, who can always come and give you people fake information, telling people Philip Shaibu is now they have a big problem. The problem is bigger than this. Being a father, I would not want to endanger other people's children. So that is why you see I am kind of, going back. I know the question I would have asked. I do not want to ask a got you question. I do not want to do that. I really love this young man. Edo State is finished, like he called it. He said the Edo State is dead. So, and they are sleeping. So I don't know what you are going to do. I told you from day one, anybody from government house or Obaseki supporters, if you want to come and counter this, all this allegation, allegedly 40 billion was spent in Edo Best, is gone, no infrastructure, nothing, and we have more questions we want to ask him. But unfortunately, his network is messing up. I can stay here for 4 hours. Anything that will move Edo in the right direction, I am willing to do it, and I will do it. I have not slept since yesterday. I have not slept since yesterday. Now it's 48 hours. So you all can see that. That being said, so we are going to take some more call and see if we can bring him back. We want to ask him about Gili Gili. We want to ask him about Oshomo plant. We want to ask him about the international airport in Edo North, another MOU. We want to ask him about Benin International Cargo Airport. There's many questions we want to ask. So if any APC want to come here, give me a call. You have my number. Forget election is over. I think I'm being fair here. A lot of people can say even APC, they are angry with me. I'm being fair here. I can be able to. I'm an independent man with independent minded. I'm a bridge builder. So Obaseki have killed it though. Is that okay? That is a comment. So Iyekoyo, God bless you. I'm sorry. The reason I have to protect him because it's really hard to see a young man, a smart young man, to come out. He knows the truth. We all know. We can see it in his face. It's not easy when you see threat. A lot of threats are coming in and coming in. It's not easy. Okay. So I want you all to give me grade in it. If today is the first day you are watching PFM Situation Room, People Freedom Movement, YouTube channel and Facebook, like our page, subscribe, follow us, and we are going to call him over the phone. Now we can't get him live. We need to ask him about this, all these questions. Comrade UMORU, if you are hearing, we are going to call you. We still have more questions that we want to ask you. Give me a second. We are going to call him right now. Let's see. Let's call him over the phone. Okay, I think his phone is dead. So, okay. I think his phone is dead. So, brothers and sisters, he did try 2 hours plus. As you all can see, ERANOMIGHO has been vindicated, and you know, he's a real estate man. I'm gonna bring him back on air, but I don't know when. He has his own business. These are people who want to patronize, you know. He's a very smart man. That is it. I'm waiting for my score. Let me see what I got. What is my score? 100 to 100 to 1 to 100. I need my score. Let me see how many of you have shared the video, like this video on YouTube. Let's see. We still have 800 plus watching right now. You know, it has gone down. Okay, let's see how many share. Let me see how many like. Okay, we have 256 like, and five people do not like it. So please, if you don't know how to hit the like button, you can go there. You can see it right here. Just go there, hit the like button. Then it will turn color right there. You see. Then make sure you subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell button if you want to join to support the People Freedom Movement as a PFM YouTube members. You can do that. You know, so that is it. We have another show today. We are going to be bringing in a very strong artist, a musician who is doing good, a rising star in Edo. Is going to be coming today, and I hope I'll be able to do it. I'm really tired. I have not slept. So 4 plus 4 is gone. 4 plus 4 have finished us. 4 plus 4 have finished us. Now, I don't know what they're going to say after this video. I don't know. Governor Obaseki. So, Shaibu, they go just watch this video. Share this video. Let them watch it. The people that score low grade. Let me answer this call. Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. May God bless you. It's so painful that this our brother, we have lost contact. I have a little question to ask him, but nevertheless, he will still hear my voice. So, first question I want to ask, Chief Danombi, you were the one condemning Obaseki, or suddenly, we see that Danombi now started President Obaseki, that is the man that the people need, and the rest under 24 hours. He was condemning Adamso Shomole that the problem is Adamso Shomole. Adamso Shomole doesn't want Obaseki to work. But we are not so surprised that PDP is not coming out to say that the problem is not APC, the problem is not PDP, the problem is Obaseki. And I want our brother to explain this to us. Mr. Shera come out in television, shining television, and tell the public that the local government in Edo State, Obaseki built hospital in the local government. So we are so surprised now that our brother is not telling us that nothing is happening, and we ourselves, we know. But we are so surprised that PDP people, we are so.
Somebody have caught direct call. Somebody have caught him off. Hello.
Somebody have caught.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Go ahead.
So we were surprised that, I'm sorry to use this language, but it's good that I should use it. I want PDP people to please through say apologize to Comrade Adam Ali Oshomole, because that's my way. We know that they made a mistake, but you know, if two friends are going, you will never know his mind. Oshomole is one language that you will never know somebody until you have given that person power before you will now bring his character out.
Correct.
So many people were blaming him, but for me, I never blame Oshomole, because the man never knew that the governor is like this. But the time he now knew, now said, oh my God, that is why we now say that, okay, please, we need a change. So many people were not calling him Godfather, up to Danobi, that was condemning Obaseki before. So for me, for our brother to say that they didn't give Danobi or Beteyama money and the rest, brother, you only trust yourself. This is politics. They will never tell you that, son, he gave me money. No. So don't only trust yourself. If you say that nothing inside your pocket, never you should say that they didn't drop something for Danobi, Mr. Sheres and Beteyama, brother, something flow, money flow, the whole world know. So all I can tell PDP people, please, we are not begging you people now. You people are the ones that give our governor ticket. So you people should do everything by all means to place Edo in the rightful place. And the most important thing that is paining us, if anybody talk now in Edo State, is said that they destroy their property or their life will be at risk. So with so much respect to brother for coming out and speak, and we the people outside, we will still continue praying and fasting for you. We know that this thing that you did, my brother, you have a, please, we know that before you will come out like this, you have a backbone. So we will still continue praying for you, because this thing you did is not easy. I myself, I cannot do it. Our able father ERANOMIGHO that speak, when he comes to Nigeria, they didn't let him enter Benin to come and say it's small. So in short, I don't too much have much to say. Our father ERANOMIGHO, may God bless you.
Bless you too.
May God lift you and your family up. All what you said, only say prophet of social media now, prophet, because all things you said all have come to pass. It's not a pity that come out that is picking up this PDP caucus men. So what the Togberia have to say now? Our brothers in Europe that put our sisters and our fathers and our mothers in Edo, what do you people have to say now? So this is all I have to say. Thank you, Father. May God bless you.
Thank you.
And the good work you are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so that being said, we have to prepare for the next show. I'm going to be back again. So I love you all. I guarantee you, Comrade will be back if PDP allowed it to come back. So thank you so much. If today is the first day you are watching, please, if you are still here, go back and like this video and share this video so that we can break their software, whatever they are using. Let me quickly take this. It's been calling for a long time. Hello. 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 And he's watching video over there. Don't watch the video. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Mr.
Don't watch that video. Hello. Just lower the one you are using to watch me.
Yeah, I'm calling from Clement. Okay, pardon, sir.
Every time where you are calling, go ahead. Where you calling from?
Okay, Thomas, sir. Yeah, I'm calling from Togo.
Oh, from Togo.
Thomas, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sir.
It's a.
You are a mega.
What's it?
I want you to do more work, and you will add a project where
Right, governor, why don't want to your
politics, may even boy politics. I'm not interested.
Because you are doing a great work.
I'm not interested.
You are doing a very great work.
I'm many
I will be calling you. I will be calling you on phone. I'm your supporter.
Okay.
Here you are supporting me.
Wow.
And I'm also a supporter of Tony Kabaka.
Okay, good. All right. God bless you. Wow. From Togo. Wow. You know, people know you. You don't know them. So that is it. I'm gonna be back. I'll see you all later. I love your 4+4 of banning. You know, please share this video. Let me go ahead and get ready. We have another show today, and I love you. What's it? 3 hours all night. I said I must bring this guy to on air before I knew they were gonna. Yeah, I'm when I were 8-1. Said okay. Just again no happy video before you before they do their dirty job. So, and I'm happy we did it, and I'm happy for him. The whole world knows him now. So thousands of people watching. So continue to share this video. I love you. Destiny, I'm really tired. No sleep. Okay, is there? Guys, my birthday is coming. My birthday is coming. Actually, it's double birthday. My birthday is coming. I'm not going to celebrate it, but I just want you all to know about it. After this letter and the rest, so I just gave up on it. So anyway, I love you all. Bye. See you all later. Okay. Bye.